All right, we should be live. What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Excuse me for a moment as I chow down this food because I am starving and yeah, I did not make time to eat today. I will do my best not to chew while talking. First up in the house is Aidenator. Early, cause yes. What up, Aidenator? If you're still here. Coalition Gaming, Chris in the house. More Linux. And then we got a bunch of copy and paste from Birdcage Good regarding the scaling issue that we had last week on stream. But in terms of KDE plasma and stuff like that, we will be talking about more about that, or more of the lack of. I have zero idea whenever people talk about this stuff, which is fun because then you guys can explain it to me, or we can look it up together. But we got Stang 2007 in the house. What up, Stang? How you doing? Hope you and the family are doing well. We actually separated the twins today because so up to this point we've been having medical appointments for both of them always at the same time, but they're seeing an allergy doctor now and they are starting to do allergy food tests, and they can't see them at the same time because they don't want two babies to get like an allergic reaction at the same time or some bull crap like that. It's annoying for us because it's just more appointments. But so we separated them for a long time for like the first time today ever, and they both did pretty well. But just a quick story about us. But how are you and your little one doing? Any allergies or anything yet? Let's see who else we got in the house. We got Underwater Basket Weaving. What up, Underwater Basket? We got Heavy Metal Tech in the house. Wanted to talk about Discord and them being in the news, which is why I changed the title and the thumbnail of this stream to include that as well. So we will talk about that before getting into the whole Linux stuff. We got Dimitri, 1 a.m. because it's going to take a whole day to install Mint. Wait, what are you talking about? 1 a.m. Was that regarding somebody else? We already got Mint installed, so we're just going to play more around with it. What up, Jensen? 2290. Teal, Gregory, Pigum, Vincenzo, Hayden, and Jervin all say hi. Wait, some of these names do look familiar, like Vincenzo, but I'm not. Forgive my bad memory if I'm forgetting the other names. But hello to everyone regardless. What up, Jensen? What up, Kale? What up, what up, what up? I was not late. Your clock is bad if it was late. Or my clock's bad. Maybe I was late. I have my clock synced automatically. It should have been. Why am I so orange today? What is up with that? There we go. Bad I got bad temperature on the light. But I was not late. What up, giant robots? Hello, Veronica Sawyer says, time to cancel my Nitro subscription. This is based on the whole Discord thing, which we will get into. I need to eat. Oh, all right, you guys gotta check out my plate though. Melissa, actually, I helped making some of these, but Melissa is the main cook in the house. She cooked way better than me. But yeah, we got some street style tacos, chicken street tacos, and then I got some queso blanco with some chips. But it was Taco Tuesday last night. We don't do Taco Tuesday. It's just we happened to. That was what we made for dinner on a Tuesday, but we don't celebrate Taco Tuesday like on a normal basis. What up, Pico Wubs? Ant-Man says, what's up? My secondary M.2 died a few days. It's from 2021. It's a Samsung 980. Any way to revive it? Not to my knowledge. Yeah, I think SSD failures are much scarier in terms of like data recovery wise too versus spinning platter drives. But 2021, so it made it like 4, 5-ish years. Oof. And it is not a good time to have to replace solid state storage. Actually, storage in general. Even spinning drives are pretty expensive now. But yeah. Little one and wife are doing really good. I've been home taking care of the little one this week. Nice. We've been trying different vegetables and fruit. So far, she loves carrots and yams puree. Yeah, we've been doing everything puree. Trying to stick away. We tried the whole solid food stuff, but they just make a big mess. So purees and spoon feeding. Hopefully, they don't get reliant on it. But you did. So we've done carrots as well and yams puree. Have we done yams? We've done sweet potatoes. How similar are sweet potatoes to yams? They look like sweet potatoes. No, yeah, we have not done yams, but we've done avocado, sweet potato, lentils, spinach, uh, peas. We're gonna do broccoli soon. We're just basically giving them all the healthiest vegetables, but glad to hear that it's going well on your end. What up? Greetings, fellow. I don't know if I'm a fellow Linux dude yet. I want to show you guys one thing. I want to show you guys one thing because I think it is adorable, especially you, Stang, because I'm sure you're going through the same things as well as me. Let's see if I have a funny photo. I'm sure I have a better one than that. Okay, where is it at? So here's we for breakfast pretty regularly they eat oatmeal, and we also blend up the oatmeal because otherwise the grains are kind of big, but we also put blueberry in it, which basically turns the whole thing purple. So this is them in their high chairs, and they get it all over their face. Mia's a little bit better about eating it. Lexi gets it like all over her face. um but yeah, it they're so adorable as they're learning how to eat new foods and stuff. It is very rewarding. So I'm sure you're going through the same thing, Staying, as we go through being new parents together. Hey Danny, have you been watching the Olympics? Says Dan. I have not. um I've never been a real, like, I've never like watched the Olympics at least live. Usually I'll watch like highlights after the fact, but Winter Olympics I think for me is less interesting than Summer Olympics. um but yeah, did something crazy happen? But I have not been watching it, no. Oh yeah, the girls allergies is eggs for both of them, and then Lexi's peanut butter. Potentially they've done the blood tests, but we just learned today that they can have, or at least Lexi can have, baked goods with egg in it, but not like direct egg, like straight up scrambled egg. So I think we're gonna keep on introducing it, and hopefully she beats the allergy. But yeah, there's that, and then just the peanut butter on Lexi, but not on Mia, which is crazy because they're identical twins. But yeah, so we're gonna go in on Monday. We have another appointment Friday, and then an appointment on Monday for Lexi for her peanut butter allergy. Hopefully it's mild, so we can put them in like baked goods and then get them used to it. But yeah. So many better distros than Mint. Just saying, man. Lol. I didn't choose it. We took a look at the most beginner friendly, most popular ones, and the chat decided it. Chat voted on it. We're gonna try other distros though. We'll try Bazite. We'll try Zorin. What was the other one? We're not gonna try Arch though. I don't think, because apparently that's like not beginner friendly at all. But we'll try other ones on the stream. What up, Refused? Hello, are you streaming on Linux? I am not streaming on Linux. No, I am streaming on my main Windows PC that is much more powerful and capable. And we're doing the Linux thing on a side system because I have not committed to going full on Linux. And I don't know if I ever will because of the tools that I use, like Adobe Suite. But yeah, Mint is the worst for gaming if you plan on gaming. Interesting. So we were going to check out other games, but I did load up Valheim, and then I installed Arc Raiders. We didn't get into it, but it didn't seem to do too badly, but maybe it depends on the game. Is the stream quiet? I feel like looking at the levels, it looks loud, but let me know if it's quiet for anybody else. I can turn it up. I guess, yeah, let me know the volume. Yes, I did set the green background, green and white for Mint. I did do that purposefully. Would I recommend updating from a 2080 Ti? Had it since 2020, seems to show its age. The used market should be pretty decent for it right now, especially considering for that level of card, there's not really that great of new options. Though I think for a 2080 Ti, you're looking at like 200 something dollars, maybe like 220. Yeah, about 220. It's about the performance level of a 3070, and those are going for around 220 to 250. And there's no new graphics card you can buy for 200 ish to 250 that is like worth it. So then people have to look to the used market. So it should move, and it has what 11 gigs of VRAM, so you know it's better than 8 gigs, which is what most people would be able to afford for that same price. I think selling it, you should be able to sell it pretty easily. Wait, I've been gaming on Mint for a week, no problems. Isn't that, I don't think Inferno meant that there's like problems, more so that like it might perform worse than other distros. That's how I took the message. See, oh yeah, Super Bowl, Seattle's won. Yay. They just had the parade in downtown today. I didn't go obviously, but yeah, pretty exciting times, especially given the team we played against and what happened 11 years ago. It is yeah. I think just being able to make it to the Super Bowl is kind of crazy, like your city making it, but then to win it is also another level. But just because like every single year there's like X number of teams playing for it, and even if you are doing well, injuries or just bad luck or whatever, you can even blame officiating. The chances of making it to the Super Bowl is relatively low given everything you know going on. So for us to be able to make it, uh, at least in my lifetime, we've gone 3 times, and we've won. Oh no, I forgot. There's the 4th time. I forgot back in high school against the Steelers. We've gone 4 times. We've won half of them, so not too bad. So just other distros use less resources, giving you more RAM in gaming is what they meant. Okay, yeah. So I don't think it means like it's just straight up not gonna work. It's just if you did a side by side comparison between different distros, you might find better performance on other ones. And for right now, I'm still just trying to learn it alongside, not alongside you guys, but in front of you guys with some of the audience members who haven't tried Linux, learning it with me. We do have a lot of experienced Linux people in the chat, which is very helpful. It makes the conversation going back and forth. And whenever I do something stupid, you guys are quick to correct me. So that is a good thing. People are saying the audio sounds good. Okay. I'll turn it up halfway. So on my, I'll go up to 10. It should be a little bit louder now, but not painstakingly loud. You can buy the new 3060 Ti. Did those come out? Or you mean when they come out? When they kind of re-release it because of everything going on. What up, Brandon? Is it Brandon Wampler or Brandon W. Ampler? But what up, Brandon? Does I only have 16 gigs of DDR? Oh wait, whoa. Oh yes, because that's why the resource management and usage is important to you for which kernel level. Kernel level is where it matters. The distros don't mean anything. Yes. I've been watching you for a long time. Recently got into watching LAN party videos again. Looking for 2026. I need to get that thing edited so bad. It is coming, guys. I swear. I promise it is. Everyone is new to the stream except Vincenzo. Okay, gotcha. Well, welcome to that list of names that you listed earlier. What's up, everyone? I'm from New England. Wait, were you cheering for? So I'm assuming you cheered for the Patriots between the two teams. Some people their home team or where they're from is not their favorite team. Like I know some people who has grown up in the Seattle area the whole lives, and they're like Chargers fans and stuff like that. So not everyone is their favorite team is their home team, but um, I'm curious if that's who you rooted for in that game. Which I could imagine being on the other side, you guys being behind almost the whole time, and then no touchdown being scored until the second half, and yeah, all of that. When you guys started slowly getting momentum back in the second half, I did get a little bit worried just because anything could happen. But relatively, it was kind of a boring game, which is kind of unfortunate because our two Super Bowl wins are like it was the Broncos, which was a boring game. Kind of like almost not a shutout, but like dominated game. And then this one is kind of on the same level. So I don't know if I should complain about that though, because it could have been a nail biter, which then would have been like like way too stressful. I've seen enough Seahawks games to sit through very stressful ones at the Super Bowl level. Yeah, I don't know if that would have been worth it with the potential to lose if it was that close. You've been following the Seahawks since 1976? Wait, Steven Anderson, are you from the area at all? All my friends were rooting for them. I was rooting for Bad Bunny. I can't tell if you're serious or not. Yeah, the game was a snooze fest. Okay, there's so much controversy about the whole Bad Bunny thing. I don't even listen to Bad Bunny. I don't like that is not my genre of music, but I appreciated the halftime show for what it was. Like I think no matter what the music is, the halftime show is just something that for the most part, most reasonable people can tune in and watch and appreciate it for the showmanship, regardless of what the theme of the music is, what genre it is, just the whole spectacle of it and the amount of time and effort that they put into just throwing that. And that's what it was for me. Like I do not like Bad Bunny music at all. I don't seek out to listen to it, but and all the stuff that I've heard, I'm just like, it's not that it's bad music, it's just not my kind of music. But I still watched it. And like I'm not complaining about it. I'm 65, born in the Pacific Northwest. You said specifically Pacific Northwest, but not Washington. Are you Oregon by chance? Or maybe you are Washington. You're just being being on purpose. I don't listen to Latin music either, usually, but that halftime show was insane. Yeah. As a metalhead, I'll never get to see my genre of music presented at the Super Bowl. Wait, I'm also not rock or metalhead. What is Green Day considered? They didn't play the halftime, but they played the beginning, the like intro or pre-Super. They are a rock band, but not. They're punk rock, but not metal. Longview, got it. Metalhead here, y'all getting pissed about not understand. Yeah, I don't understand that. You know how much music we listen to where we don't understand it? You know, K-pop and like J-pop and stuff is like on the rise in America, where they sing in a different language. EDM is just you don't even EDM is just sounds. EDM is actually my favorite genre of music. Dubstep. I don't like dubstep. I'm just saying dubstep, like the wah 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 bass sounds, and I like progressive house music. But it's just like instrumentals and things you don't understand. Like it has nothing to do with whatever the language is. It is listening to just the overall like composure of the music and either appreciating it or not. Anyways, I can see this easily getting political and people would get butthurt about it. So we can move on. Let me finish my tacos, which is funnily themed appropriately for this conversation somewhat. I wouldn't be surprised if in our lifetime a Super Bowl is going to be K-pop. I wouldn't be surprised with how popular it is. The Olympic the Winter Olympic ads were playing that K-pop Demon Hunter song, even though that's not like in Korean, but it's like K-pop themed dish. K-pop Super Bowl would be crazy. Yeah, let's see if people get pissed off at that. How many gunshots were heard after the Super Bowl in Washington? People were firing off a ton of fireworks. Like every Seahawks game that we win, we hear fireworks around our house. And then you go on your Ring doorbell app, and people are like, "Did anyone hear that? What was that? Was that a gunshot?" Like the Ring doorbell app is the most like entertaining thing to look at to see what the heck your boomer neighbors are talking about. Where did I put that napkin? Oh, I balled it up. I heard man karate in the Super Bowl next time. Okay, let me finish up these queso blanco chips. I live next to a highway called 99. There's actually, not next to it, but within a mile. And that is where all the crime happens. I've actually lived next, like within a mile of Highway 99. And anyone from like the Seattle area knows. Like, that is where, and stuff does happen up here around Everett. It's not the worst of the worst, but, and stuff happens in Seattle too. But it's by no means the worst, like, that America has to offer. Yeah, Aurora is horrible, yeah. I've been living next to Aurora for almost the last decade. No, more than a decade. I've lived in 1, 2, 3, 4 different locations in the last over 10 years. All of it has been, because Aurora spans such a long length up and down Seattle, that it's kind of hard to get away from it. Unless you go to the east side. But, okay. Let's talk about this Discord thing. Can you do an IRL? Yeah, one day we would do an IRL cooking stream. And you can see me cook some Spam eggs and rice. Diablo 2 came out on Steam today. Did it? I already have it on Blizzard, though. What is going on? Okay. Let's take a look at this news. So, Heavy Metal wanted me to bring this up. And I saw an article, or like, you know, your phone starts to try to give you news all the time now. Notifications, even though I don't remember enabling it. But I saw something about Discord. I didn't have time to read it though. But I think this is a pretty interesting topic because I think it kind of, you know, it affects, I wouldn't say it affects everybody in here, but, or it could affect everybody in here. But Discord users must verify age for full platform access. Okay, which article should we read though? Which one would be the least clickbaity? TechCrunch. We'll just use this one. Discord to roll out age verification next month. Discord is rolling out age verification globally. Okay, so we've heard about different social media platforms wanting to do like real Face ID and all that kind of stuff. But I remember previously we were talking about it. It was not globally. It was like in different regions of the world. But Discord is rolling out age verification globally next month. The company announced on Monday all users will be put into a teen appropriate experience by default. Oh man, we're all teenagers again. Only users verified as adults will be able to change certain settings for and access age-restricted content. For most adults, age verification won't be required, as Discord's age inference model use account information such as account tenure, device, and activity data aggregated high. Okay, so they're already spying on us so much that most people, they already know if you're of age or not. It's funny because when you go into any Discord server, at least like the PC related ones that I've been in, people openly admit their age all the time. Like, there's always kids that are like, oh, I'm only 15 years old and I built this PC. Oh, I'm only 14. You know, they're trying to flex on each other. I'm only 14, but I can drive and stuff like that. So it's funny because people have already like snitched on themselves, and I'm curious if Discord looks at the chat logs to also help determine this information. But okay, so Discord does not use private messages. Oh, that's funny because I brought that up as that's the next line that they clarify. Discord does not use private messages or any messages content in this process of determining age. So all the kids who snitched on themselves trying to flex how many achievements they got at such a young age, they're fine. Interesting. Okay. Some Discord users will need to be confirmed as adult in order to unblur sensitive content or turn off settings. Only adults will be able to access. Okay. Okay, I guess we should keep reading on this because obviously there's important information on here as my mind quickly jumps to a million different things that I'm wondering about it. Only adults will be able to access age-restricted channels, servers, and app commands. Additionally, messages from people a user may not know are routed to a separate inbox by default, and only verified adults can modify this setting. People will receive warning prompts for friend requests from users. They may not know. I feel like they already do that. Don't we already get like a prompt? I get friend requests by people all the time just because people know my Discord info. Well, I have a Discord server, so people try to add me as friends all the time. And only adults will be able to speak on stage in servers. Only adults will be able to speak on stage. Does that mean the voice channels, or is on stage something different? Cause I know Discord has some kind of like, they have their voice channels where you can do voice chat, but then they also have another thing that I saw the Jawa Discord use before, where it's kind of like a presentation style format. But are we just talking about voice chat here when they say to be able to speak on stage in servers? I've never used voice chats. Yes, stage channels. Wait. So what's the difference between? I don't even remember what the stage channels were. Discord stage channels are a special type of voice. Yeah, so we aren't talking about just general voice channels. We are talking about specifically stage channels. Are a special type of voice channel that can create in a community. They're for conversations and events where people can talk to each other and listen as audience. Okay, that's exactly what I was referring to. But they're only limiting that portion of it. Only adults will speak on stage in servers. Assuming that's what they mean. The way that they're writing it is kind of vague, though. In testing, we've seen people use stage channels, run AMAs, fireside. Yes, the Jawa fireside chats were done using the stage thing, but why does that matter? The stage, like specific voice channels versus a typical voice channel. A stage channel is like a Twitter space. Remember the thing where they're like, it's like a podcast and you request. Yeah, but why would you limit only adults to that? And not just normal voice channels where I feel like just as bad things can happen. You know what I'm saying? My question is, why not just axe all voice channels? Why is it only some types of voice channels? To complete age verification, users need to either complete a facial age estimation. Bro, if I did a face estimation, am I going to pass the, what is the age that they're cutting people off? Because technically 18-year-olds are teenagers. But what would the face verification, if I scanned my own face, am I going to pass the adult check? I don't know. I am double the official US adult age right now. But I may not pass this test. The platform plans to add more options to the future. Discord notes that some users may be asked multiple methods when additional information is needed. God, they would ban me? I know, right? They definitely do. I Julie said, I'm 9 in my personal Discord where no one would report me. And Discord banned me and forced me to set... Really? Wait, Jason, this actually happened? Oh my god. We have... Well, let me see. Let me get the confirmation from Jason. Jason, you lie so much that I can't tell when you're telling the truth. But this one sounds like this is a truth story. If you don't pass, take it as a compliment. Yeah, I know. I don't know if this my youth will last forever. Have you ever looked at Matrix, similar to Discord, but it's not a company? It's a protocol like email. DistroTube has channels. I have not looked into it. My only thing about using, I mean, it's like saying, have you used Blue Sky versus like Twitter or something, you know? Like if it only has like a small fraction of the user base and it's like more inconvenient to use, and I know convenience for your privacy and all that stuff. I know, but I have not looked into Matrix at all. I've never even heard of it. Has anyone in the chat looked into or used Matrix aside from watery events? I'm serious. It happened like 2 years ago, so don't joke about your age on Discord or they will get you. All right. You heard it here first, folks, from Jason. Don't joke about your age because now they might actually crack down on that stuff, even though they said they won't, according to this article. Okay, so it's worth noting that Discord disclosed last October that around 70,000 users may have had sensitive data such as the government ID photos exposed after hackers breached the third-party vendor that the platform uses for age-related appeals. Okay, yep. All right, I think we've got the gist of it. So let's talk about this. So age-appropriate materials, where, you know, I'm guessing that's if people send videos or images in a Discord server that might be, you know, whatever, porn, all that stuff. So I'm sure everybody is not a fan of this, unless there is anybody who's a fan of Discord rolling this out. Let us know in the chat. We will not, you know, raise the pitchforks. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate because in an ideal world where companies aren't constantly selling your data and getting hacked and losing your data to, not losing, but like exposing your data to malicious people, in an ideal world where that stuff doesn't happen, wouldn't you think age verification is a good thing to keep kids away from those dark areas of the internet? Which Discord's not like the dark web, but there could be circles on Discord that can get pretty bad. And my first thought about this is like the counter argument is parents need to know what their kids are doing, bro. Most people here either are like teenagers or have been teenagers at one point in time. If you wanted to do something against your parents' wishes, you could have easily done it. I don't think that argument like holds up at all. I did things behind my parents' back all the freaking time. So saying that it's the parents' fault, I'm not really buying it. So how do we protect the younger people from, you know, I guess all the bad stuff on the internet? Or I guess in this case, Discord. Like, how do you guarantee that a 13-year-old doesn't go onto some server, onto some channel and sees like, you know, stuff that they're not supposed to be seeing? I think social media use is a parent problem, not a Discord problem. Kids shouldn't have access to the internet at such a young age. I think that's a good take. So then if you cut off the internet, well, then what happens when they go to their friend's house? Then you pin it back on the parent because you don't know what their friends are up to and what their friends' parents are bad parents. You know, I don't know. Does this argument hold up? Because I was friends with some kids that, looking back, I would not want my kids to be friends with. And my parents didn't know anything about that because it's very easy for kids to, you know, hide things from their parents. And then when you add going to your friend's house and being supervised by their parents and all that stuff, we could still easily access very bad things. And I wouldn't directly blame my parents for that. You take their phones away. I mean, you can take their phones away, but then are you going to cut them off from all access of seeing their friends ever before school, after school, during school, where their friends do have phones? Now it's like a whole school administration problem, which schools have tried to take phones away from kids. I think this is a very complex problem is all I'm saying, right? Like, it is really hard to pin the blame when something bad happens. And we're not just talking about porn, right? We're also talking about circles that are much darker than just some kids seeing porn. Whether it be, you know, self-harm, whether it be radical groups, any of that stuff. Okay, let me read the chat, see what people have. When I was in my 20s, I used to sneak girls over while parents were at church. But you weren't a teen then, so it was okay. Let's see. I'll unfortunately tolerate facial recognition, but government ID verification is a hard line no. Yeah, the facial recognition, I think it is, there is different levels to it. The government ID thing, um, the facial recognition, I guess we're assuming that we could accurately predict people's age based on their face alone. But government ID has a lot more other information on it. And you're like in the system, right? It has your whole like full official name, date of birth, address, all that stuff. Age, weight. Are you an organ donor? Um I think a Discord alternative is 100% going to need a proper mobile app that doesn't suck. Otherwise, it's not viable. Matrix is super nerdy. It's kind of a pain to use. Okay, so other people have. Let's look at this Matrix thing. Matrix. He's gonna come up with the Matrix with Neo. Okay, Matrix, an open network for secure, decentralized communication. I'm guessing this is the Matrix we're talking about. Hopefully, I didn't click on some porn website that somehow made its way up in SEO in Google searches. All right. Okay. So you could there's looks like there's video chat. Okay, platinum members. Try Matrix. Is this free? Install element, choose a client. We're not gonna do this on this stream. I just want to kind of poke around and look at it. About Matrix. People should have full control of their own communication. People should not be locked in centralized communication silos. Okay. Okay, got more stuff. Can I just like what, dude? They're gonna need a much better like brochure intro page if they want to win people over. I mean, I guess this isn't too bad, but let me take a look. I'm not getting a real good idea just based on their front page and like if I like ecosystem, bridges, and client. Okay, let's see. An important idea of Matrix and operability. This means that Matrix is open to exchange data. Okay. We refer to click the platform you want, like the bridge and see. Okay. This bridges Discord to Matrix. Okay. Interesting. So you can use it with all your favorite existing apps. Not all of them, but other ones. As bad as it would be, we need a social media ban for 18 and under. Yeah, I mean, I'm over 18 right now, and when my girls become of age, I think I would probably be okay for that. Like, they'll still be able to like text their friends and stuff directly on their phones via their phone number or email or do whatever. But yeah, social media. The thing is, Discord wasn't like the other social medias. At least when I would first think of Discord, I don't think of it like Twitter, like Facebook. Like, you know, you're not setting up, but now you can set up a profile in Discord and set all your other links, I guess. But it's been such a convenient way to communicate with people. Like, but we're going back to just cutting it off 18 and under. I wouldn't be affected. The community that I would lose, like in my Discord servers, I don't know. Like, I wish I knew what the age breakdown is of my Discord server, but I would imagine more than half the people are over 18. So I could potentially lose like half of my Discord community, which I don't like. It would suck, but also to protect the kids, I don't know. Matrix isn't a company; it's a protocol, like an email provider. Let's see. Discord is not the government. At least I would hope, though. Is my mic low? Other people are saying my mic. Is your guys' volume just turned down? Because only like 2 people have complained about low mic earlier. It's good to fight for your rights, but I think we're all cooked anyways. The government already knows who's online doing what. This is true. But do you make the argument that we should make it easier for them to access it for our own convenience? Yeah, the internet is too far past and too much information for normies and NPCs. They all have TikTok brain now. When I have kids, all I'm letting them do is touch offline GameCube, and like how I had it. I miss the days of AOL Instant Messenger. Dude, so AOL Instant Messenger, you could like add your friends into our, but you could also join chat rooms, right? Imagine a world where we didn't get Discord and stuff, and AOL Instant Messenger just kept on being the whole thing. It could have still been at the very forefront of what is going on here, right? In an alternative universe where AOL Instant Messenger stuck around, It would be AOL to roll out age verification next month because chat rooms also could have been dangerous places. And I would imagine back then there was less like safeguards and protections in place to try to, protect younger kids. I feel like back then, yeah, you could do anything you want with AOL and MSN Messenger and Yahoo Messenger and all those. It was also a different time, I feel. Like, it was a much younger internet. Um, and I don't think like people understood the potential and like the damage and evil and maliciousness you could do with the internet all the way back then. Ban all children from the internet. So I guess what's the cutoff? Is it 18? Because that would suck to be a 17-year-old who I feel like is, somewhat. I think 17-year-olds can handle themselves on the internet. But then you do 17. What about the 16-year-olds? And then what about the mature ones? Like, I do understand not like if you look at the average person at at a teenage age, yeah, they're probably pretty. I'm not gonna say dumb, but probably immature or like not the smartest. But there are people who are probably fit into the teenage category that could, function perfectly well on an adult Discord. Oh, the simpler times in CompTV talked to me when Discord didn't even have screen sharing. I don't even remember. Didn't have screen sharing or video calls. I didn't even realize that when we were all on that server, that was the case. I would at least make it 16. How old are you, Kale? Wait. Don't say it. YouTube might roll out a similar thing. No, I'm just kidding. You're an old head, so you don't understand, but these kids carrying the sports edits on Instagram. Wait, what do you mean by that? Carrying the sports edits on Instagram. The sports edits? You're talking about like people doing edits of like just like highlight reels from different sports, or am I like missing the slang here? I wonder if that bridge will still work with age restricted channels. We're gonna need a young person to test it out. Mid high school age would be about 16 years old. 16, 17. I used to think people having fast access to information would improve for society, but it seems to just be rage bait, entitlement, and screaming. It's important to medical needs, though. Yeah, well, it's like what's that Spider-Man quote? Something about I don't even remember it. It was the famous Uncle Ben Spider-Man quote. Something about having the responsibility and power. With great power comes great responsibility. There it is. It's just a simple quote. How did I forget that? And it's, yes, that is what the internet is. With great power comes great responsibility, and we know people ain't responsible. Yeah, if we go by brain development, it would be mid-20s. Let's do an age poll. Okay, guys, if you guys enter the age poll, how do we even... Okay, what should I break it down to? So, what age group do you fall into? 18 or... No, under 18. And then what's the next breakdown? So, and then 18 to what? Like 18 to 25, like mid-20s, and then 26 to 36, which is where I fall, or 35, and then 36 plus. So I just did it basically at the mid of each decade, and then I did not do this so that I would be an old head boomer, even though in this I'm going to do 37 just so I could make the last cut. 36. Okay, we'll do it like this. 18 to 25, 26 to 36, then 37 plus. Okay. It does not reveal your information, so if you are a younger person, please, don't vote, don't lie in this vote. We are really trying to see what the community breakdown is. I personally fall in between the 26 to 36 camp, even though right now, if you round, I would be in the boomer camp of 37 plus because my birthday's coming up in a few in the summer, but less than 6 months away. So I have passed the halfway mark of my 36 year old age. Please use dark view. You're right. I should do dark view mode. Do I have a dark view? Let me look for. It's because I use Firefox. It's because I use Firefox and I don't have all the extension. Firefox dark mode. What's the best dark mode extension for Firefox? Dark Reader 4.6. All right, we'll add it. Add. We'll go to extension settings. Allow in private windows. Okay, there we go. Is this better? This should be much better. I apologize for blinding you guys with light mode. It wasn't intentional. It was the default. Dang, this chat is a retirement home. Honestly, we could have broken down the 18 to go to like 30 something. But look, we do have people closer to their 40s and above. More than half the people in here. So my audience isn't just all children, unless people are lying. Bro, y'all unk at AF. Us OGs like to game. Wow, this poll made me realize I'm older than actually am. Was gonna choose. Yeah, I know, right? Doesn't it suck when you just realize, like, oh crap, I'm actually not that age. I'm like a few years older. Because I feel like after like 21, maybe 25, like, and then each decade, the age doesn't matter too much. I oftentimes forget my exact age. I'm like, oh yeah, I know I'm in my mid 30s, but like especially when my birthday passes, I'm gonna have to remember now I'm like 37 because I'm still gonna think I'm 36. LMAO, unks on a budget. Oh, to be 36 again? I know, right? To me, I'm like, oh, to be 25 again. No, I hadn't started the YouTube channel yet. I started the YouTube channel when I was 26 years old, but it was very close to around that time. But just my mid 20s. Like, that was when I met Melissa. Like, I met her 2014. End of 2014. So, yeah. When I was 25, I met her when I was, like, 25 and a half. And, man. Now we got a house together. We're married. We got twin babies. Where does the time fly? Danny, what would you say you would be the best at compared to everyone here? It can be anything. I'd dog anyone here in Overwatch. Oh boy, what would I be the best at? Maybe no, shoot. I don't think I'm really that good at anything. Anyone here? Okay, I'm the best at having a YouTube channel. Like, I don't know. No, that doesn't count. I would probably be the best at. No, I'm sure a lot of people are multi-talented in the chat. Maybe typing speed. I can average over 120 words per minute on my really good runs. I get like 130 plus. Though I'm sure there's fast typers in here. Pika Wubs, aren't you a super fast typer? All right, let me test that claim while we let this poll run for a little bit. Let me test that claim on my own keyboard. Every time I have to type on stream, I feel like I do way worse because I get stage fright. This is without warm up. I have not been warming up, but let's see. What are you guys' typing speeds? You say being a father? Oh, no. I'm pretty sure I'm not the best father out there. I'm still learning. I'm trying my best here. But okay. Keyboard cam, please, they say. Keyboard cam. Okay, how do I... Is it going to actually show? Yeah, let me turn off the green screen effect on that. Where is it? Here we go. I gotta turn off the filter. Boom. Okay. Here's the keyboard cam. And we're gonna go. Oh, wait, what? What happened? Okay. Oh, God. This is a bad run. Ah. Oh, 134. But I did make some mistakes. Accuracy 96. Your keyboards are girly? How are they girly? Oh, the pink one's girly, but you guys know I have the pink one, it's so I never lose it. This one ain't girly. Also, the other one that we unboxed a couple of streams ago isn't that girly. It's just that pink one. My pink one is my test bench one. We always get the pink. Let me see if I can get one with like way less errors. Let's go for 98 accuracy. Okay, I already messed up right there. We try again. Guys. Okay. Last one. No more redos after this one. What just happened? It just skipped like the whole word. Oh no. Well, we have to go with it. I said that was going to be the last one. Even with that mess up and stopping at the end, 93%. For some reason in my head, the accuracy, it actually is not that bad given all those mess ups and that whatever the hell happened at the end there, where it just skipped the entire word. But there it is. I guess my first one was the best one. Okay. Why does it feel when you text people who type fast, they type the slowest? Lol. The faster you type, the more work you get. Lol. I know, right? Okay, let's look at the poll. We have over. I'm gonna end the poll. We have over 54% of the people in here are unks. Is 37 plus considered unk age? I am not in that 37 plus yet, but is word per minute indicative of any actual skill? Not really. But whoa, they just said, what are you think you're the best at? If you say you're the best at fast typing random words, then the words per minute would be indicative of that specific skill that you just defined. But yeah, you're right. Let's see. Pika Wub says, I got 153 on Monkey Type 30. Oh, Pika Wubs. Yeah, I remember you being a fast typer, Pika Wubs. I remember this from back many of the years ago. Where did you put that in? General. Yeah, Pika Wubs I remember was yeah, because we did this even on the stream. We would do those typing races way back when with Lee. And I remember I think you participated in some of them. 153, that is fast. I think if I like actually practice like day in and day out, like like every morning, every night for at least like 15 minutes a day or something, I could probably get way more accurate and then like be a solid maybe 140, but I'm good. I'm happy enough with my typing speed. So apparently that question, what do I think I'm the best at? That I didn't choose the right skill because Pika Wubs is already better than me at that. We are millennials, the smartest and screwed by boomers. I would say, yeah, as a whole generation, yes. Obviously, there are some millennials who have broken through and have done well for themselves, but yeah. What mic are you using? I'm ordering the Rode Pod mic. I'm using this mic right here. It's a DJI Mic 2. Lol, someone in my family has an unk that is younger than them. Yeah, no, you know how that works? How you get an unk that is younger than you? It's because your grandma and grandpa had sex and had a baby after you were born. Which is like whatever. It's just interesting to think about. Okay. What are we doing now? It's time for Linux, right? We already talked about the Discord thing. We still got plenty of time. Let me move. Bam. Does anyone remember what my password was? Let me turn on the green screen. So I did want to do a couple of things today. One is I have a not a hard drive. What am I saying? I have an SSD here. This actually has a Windows partition on it, but remember, because the games are so big, I needed a bigger drive that can fit other games on it. So I was going to install this as a secondary drive. I guess I got to shut down the system to do that. But okay, we're in the Linux. Let me do this. Let me turn on that filter back so I can get mostly out of the way. Bam. Okay. I was gonna put this in the system and then see, because you know when you go for Windows, when you add in a drive, you can go to the partition manager. I wanted to see what the partition manager equivalent on Linux, at least Mint, looks like, as well as this whole KDE plasma thing that people keep on talking about as if I knew what they were talking about. Look into that. And then maybe we can fire up Arc Raiders just to see how the performance on that is on this system and some other stuff. So let's see. You missed that because of the ad? What did you miss? Also, how I have ads turned on to the minimal amount. But it looks like the ads are... You missed it? Don't they let you skip after like 3 or 5 seconds? It was like 1 through 7, right? Let me see. Let me get in here. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we are in. Welcome to Linux Mint. Yay! I think I have to shut you down though. Actually, before I do that though, let's take a look at here. Let me switch. Oh, I'm over here now. There's actually 2 of me. What? Okay. Let's see if I were to talk about partitioning. Nope. So wait, partition, disk management and drives. Okay. If I were to try to do, okay. All right. So there is a similar window. And then I would assume I would just go in here and I can click it and delete it. Okay. And delete the partition. Let me do that. So we are going to plug in this drive, which currently has a Windows OS on it. I just need to make sure it doesn't boot into here. And then set the partition up, and then we'll try to install a game on here just to see what that's like. I would assume it should just work normally, but you know how these things go. Let me change the camera angle so you can see. Hey Danny, how hard do you think it would be moved to Linux from Windows? Honestly, if you are okay with having to sometimes go on Google to search for doing stuff, like, because you can't figure out where a button is, or you can't figure out how to get something installed properly, or okay with using like ChatGPT or Gemini, which are very, very good with helping you troubleshoot and walk through doing stuff like this. If you're okay with that, then I don't think it would be that hard at all. The only issue is if you are using anything that particularly does not play well with Linux, and you have to go through and do kind of more of the like alternative workarounds and things like that. Like for me specifically, I hear that Premiere Pro or the whole Adobe suite just does not work well at all. I need a SATA cable. 1 second, be right back. But yeah, I think you need to first identify specifically what you do on your computer, like the most important things, and then look into those specific things and see the Linux compatibility. But that otherwise, if all you're doing is web browsing, word processing, playing games, then I don't think it should be that big of a deal. I cannot see a dang thing in here. I thought there's gonna be an extra SATA cable, but it is routed elsewhere. Okay, we're good. All right, and it was F1 for Lenovo's. F1. I use Linux Mint with RTX 5070. Runs good. Nice. Is that and that's your full time PC? Now are you like dual booting it, or are you just 100% using Linux? No more Windows. You cut Windows out of your life. Yeah, this is what I was getting at. Alternative solution: have two PCs with Linux and Windows, or you can just dual boot. But also, I don't think most people would have two PCs. Startup, primary boot sequence. Okay, it should be the correct boot sequence. Don't mess up on me. Do not boot into the Windows. Okay, we go back here to the test bench. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Amazing. I got the same combination on my luggage. Remind us of the system specs. So this is a Lenovo ThinkStation P520. It has a... Oh, I can never remember Xeon names for some reason. We can look up once we're in the system. But it's got 32 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, ECC, and an wait, is it 4? I think it's a 4 gigabyte RX 580. Yeah, a 4 gigabyte RX 580 because my 8 gigabyte one for some reason did not want to work. So it's basically 32 gigs of RAM. Some 10-year-old or Xeon. How old is Xeon now? I think it's like 8 years old, not 10 years old, but it's pretty old by this point. And then 32 gigs of RAM and RX 580. I do a boot and just have to restart script so I don't have to wait on the bootloader. I'm crazy to have 9. You have 9 computers? That's a lot of computers. What are you doing with all those? All right. So we are back in. The drive is plugged in. We are going to look at the partition. Boom. There it is. Okay. Let's take a look. Actually, I'm very curious to look through what happens when you look through a Windows drive with all the things they have installed in there and all the system files on Linux, and we start clicking around. Can we start? Wait, let me see. Files. Okay, so we go to my computer, home. Boom, devices, 400 and here it is. So this is the Windows drive we have on here. Okay, so you can go and click on stuff, but it doesn't. Oh, so it does understand the .ttf font files, but not the .fon files, which might be more Windows specific. It's looking like. See, and if you go to the program files, like remember you guys said exe files have no power here. Let's see if we go to the MSI Afterburner location. There's the uninstall.exe. MSI Afterburner. Can we run it? Double click. No, nothing happens. I have tried many distros, but the best I've tested is, it's funny. People could probably argue until the end of time what distro is the best, because I've had a number of people in this chat say Linux Mint is pretty good, it's awesome, they like it, and then I have other people ask me, why are you using Linux Mint? And for a number of reasons they don't like it. So we had someone earlier say that it performs worse than other distros based on other kernels. But okay, we have the 500 gig drive in here. Some distros even understand the EX. Is this really? Like which ones? Any of the beginner friendly ones? What were the ones? Let me see. It was Zorin. Oh yeah, Ubuntu was the other one that I forgot to name earlier. So we voted between Mint, Bazite, Ubuntu, and Zorin, and Mint won. Bazite was second, Close second and third were Bazite and Ubuntu, and Zorin got the least amount of votes last time. But it can't be run without Wine or Proton. Yeah, we're gonna get into talking that. Okay, let me format this, or let me try to figure out how to format this. Format. Let's see. Create partition image, edit partition, format. Yeah. I mean, I just kind of want to delete the whole thing. Do you want to delete the partition? Yes, I do. I'm gonna delete this. Gotta put my password. Oh yeah, can we turn this off? You know how Windows user accounts, when you first install Windows, it's always like, are you sure you want to do this? And then everyone goes and puts it like, never ever prompt me with this again. I think last time you guys said it's because Linux doesn't want you to mess anything up royally. So does that mean we cannot remove this authentication requirement every single thing we do? Yes, if you edit the sudo files. So is there no way to do it like conveniently, I guess? I don't want to have to like go on to a different side quest to do this. Like, is there no options I can quickly go check it off? Not in a simple... Okay, that's what I was getting at. So no simple way to do it. Okay, so there's a difference there compared to Windows. Because with the Windows user account, you don't got to do anything fancy. You just go user accounts, you take that little slider, slide it all the way down, and you're done. But okay. I do think Linux will eventually get there with the way that you emulate games on the fly. Okay. Oh, wow, it's you. Did you manage to install Linux? What do you mean it's me? I'm always here every week, same time. But hey, you got the penguin in your profile picture. Yes, we got Linux installed last time and we started messing around with it. Okay, I'm gonna authenticate. Boom. Wait, I'm gonna delete everything. We're gonna delete so then it's just one big blank volume. Okay, we got 480 gigabytes of free space. Now I'm going to create a partition. Yes. Volume name. What drive is this? Inland drive. Okay. Create internal disk. Yep. Oh, you can partition it for use for Windows. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do it for Linux, and we are ready to go. Not mounted. Okay. Now what I want to do is go back into Steam. So we're gonna install. Let's install God of War. Actually, dang, that's such a big game. What flavor of Linux did you end up with again? Wait, we're talking about you're not talking about just mint, right? Didn't we get like the cinnamon or whatever? Oh, I don't have internet on this. Give me 1 second. I moved my Ethernet cord around as the week goes on, and depending on what I'm doing, and it was in some test system most recently. Yes, I know we were on mint, but what was the cinnamon thing that we were talking about? Remember, guys, I'm still new to this, so I don't have everything. Oh, also, I should say, I am not playing with this Linux system outside of stream, because I don't want to, I want the first impression and the learning process to be documented on the stream as well as you guys here to see it. So I'm not like going and watching Linux videos when it's off stream time, and I'm not playing around with this and learning. I basically don't touch the system until it's stream time. So that I'm like completely still very beginner and noob about all of this. But let's install this now that we have a big enough drive. Not enough space. Can I choose a different drive? Let me change this real quick. Just in case. Ugh. Okay. Add drive. Okay. Okay. Inland drive. Got it. I selected that one. Select. Is it adding? Hello? Huh. I need to do what you're doing at some point. Just learning it. Yeah, I think for me, it was a little bit daunting of a task to like just dive into it, just because there's so much to it and so much to learn. Given everything else you probably have going on too, right, Shauna? That like just the act of getting yourself to do it was a big hurdle. But luckily for me, the stream kept on encouraging me to do it, and now it's actually not that bad. Like getting it installed, getting around, poking around, it is way less like abrasive or like difficult than I thought it was going to be. Okay, what happened to the add drive? Did I do something wrong? Oh, there it is. Okay, add. Interesting. So now the drive is here. We can select that. It is you guys seeing this? Doesn't look like it's okay. No, we should be good. So now when I install it, I can choose it. Perfect. Let's see how fast this goes at. While this goes, we can do some other things. This should be a network transfer. Or are we downloading? We downloading or network transferring? Cinnamon, yes, it was the cinnamon. I wasn't sure what Shauna meant when he said what flavor. If he just meant mint itself, or if you meant like the specific desktop environment. But okay, the KDE thing. Well, how long is this gonna take? We are going pretty fast. We're going at like 800 megabits per second. Where's my little estimate, man? How long is this gonna take? We're already like 2% in, but okay. While this goes, explain it like I'm 5. What is whenever you want to talk about KDE plasma and stuff like that? Is this just other like graphical changes that you could overlay on top of Mint? Is KDE like the I don't know, the software or whatever you want to call it, and then you could go plasma or other things that have like different layouts and UI elements and stuff? Like explain it to me like I am dumb, because I am dumb. It's a UI you use. Okay. Which is kind of what I got the idea of, the way that people were using it in that context. So we should grab that right now, right? Because Birdcage earlier was saying that we were having scalar, or when we were doing the scaling, we were having issues because we were using the base Mint one. Remember when we were trying to play Valheim, then it locked us to 720p because we had upscaled it. Apparently, if I installed KDE, and I guess we'll choose Plasma with it because it's the most popular one, then it might fix it so that I can up the resolution so that you guys can actually see stuff on the screen, and it won't mess up the gaming resolution. It's the desktop, is the look and feel. It's different than Cinnamon. You can use KDE with Plasma. Oh wait, you can overlay KDE. Oh, so you use KDE with Plasma, not the other way around. You don't use Plasma with KDE. Let's go to the browser. Linux. So you said Linux Plasma. Plasma is a desktop Plasma. What? So KDE.org Plasma desktop. Wait, you guys just said, oh, KDE Plasma is its own desktop environment. You use KDE with Plasma. Okay, got it. Coming off of Windows 18 years, I can honestly say soon I'm moving fully to Linux. Windows is so much bloatware and spy. Remember that Wayland can cause an issue too. If you log out, change it to X11 and log back in, it can really help. Wayland and X11 are how the system renders your desktop. Wait, first you have to set up the Proton driver compatibility to the latest 10.04 first, so that you're on the latest stable and you don't have to download the game again. Oh, shoot. You're talking about the God of War. Crap. Stop. Good thing it's downloading relatively fast. I have to do that every time? I forgot. That was on a per game basis? Cancel. Oh, wait. Where is this? Did I do that with Arc Raiders, though? Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta delete this. No. Stop. Stop. Right now. Uninstall. God of War. Uninstall yourself. My goodness. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. So it's download pause. We're gonna uninstall. We're gonna get rid of all of that. Thank you for bringing this up. So, okay, it's uninstalled. We're gonna go to properties, and we're gonna go to compatibility, use specific, and which one was it again? Was it wait? Can I remember? Was it the 904? No, you said to do the 1004. Didn't people last stream tell me to do the 904 one? I mean, I could look into this, but also I would. Okay, just to let you guys know, I understand I can Google everything, but why Google it when we can have a discussion in the chat? I don't like it when people say, "Oh, you should just Google it." So you don't want people to ever talk to each other and like learn and teach each other. You would rather just everyone look to Google only and not like have discussions. So that's why for these streams I'm trying not to look at YouTube tutorials and I'm trying not to Google things if possible, because I know we have a very knowledgeable community here and I want people to feel good about being able to help me out. Like, I know some of you guys are super into Linux and you love talking about it, and if there's ways for you to be able to help me and get the stream going along, that discussion is way better than us silently watching me Google something, right? So, anyways, um, so what are we going with? Is it not? Am I remembering correctly? We chose 904 last time, right? Didn't people tell me specifically not to choose the newest one, which is 1004? I don't remember exactly why though. Someone says, "Wait, what? You need to uninstall games to update Proton? I never need to do that." Did I read Star Wars or SWO? Wait, you first have to set up Proton drive compatibility first, so you're on the latest stable and you don't have to download the game again when you switch to the latest drive. I'm getting conflicting information here. I don't know who's right. That was the first thing that I saw, so I went and did it. But anyways, what are we choosing, guys? It shouldn't matter for most games. Okay, we're just gonna go with the newest one then. We'll try the newest one, because I'm pretty sure when we did Valheim, we did 904 based on the recommendation. Okay, we got that. Boom. Now we can install. Let's go. And what? Okay, now it's giving me the estimated time. You guys saw earlier it did not give me that, right? Come on, baby. Let's see those 800 speeds again. Adding onto people's warnings about installing multiple desktop environments. You might end up with two of the same program, like two text editors. Okay, that's good to. Now, when you say different desktop environments, does the cinnamon environment that we already have on here, do I have to like actively go into disable that? Or are you talking about anything on top of that? So like when I go to do this KDE plasma thing, do I gotta do anything with cinnamon first? Or is that just like the base layer that doesn't affect anything? You can have both and choose that login? Okay, yeah. It's been a while, but I thought you just install and check the Proton compatibility box and go. We could try another game. Okay, so we got God of War. Actually, I don't. What other game? We'll do Cyberpunk. Oh my god, 85 gigabytes. So this one, I'm just gonna install without doing the Proton stuff. But sorry, we're gonna let God of War finish first. Yeah, it might not matter. It seems like people have successfully done it without first changing the compatibility, so it should be fine. When you choose that login, that is where you can choose how it's rendered. Okay. Should I use Bazite's KDE? Dude, I think I gotta do Plasma because even before we started talking about Linux, I heard people boasting up KDE Plasma in like my Discord server. JG, right? You in the chat? No. I think we gotta go with KDE Plasma because also in the chat, multiple people have mentioned it already, and we are gonna be installing Bazite at some point in time, in a future stream. So would it be necessary to get the environment to look like Bazzite if we're gonna install actual Bazzite later? Okay, let me look back at this thing though. So KDE Plasma is so good. Oh, look at this person. They say it's so good. Very new to Linux, blown away. So I mean, is there any objections for us getting this? And am I not supposed to get it here from the web browser like my stupid Windows brain always wants me to? Am I supposed to go get it from the little where's that little app store? Oh, we got so many updates. Do I gotta go get it from the Mint app store? You changed the Proton version after you installed the game too? You can do that? Okay, I see. I mean, since you're mostly just testing and playing, install KDE Plasma on Linux Mint, why not? Lol. You go into settings and compatibility, you choose the default driver for all downloads, which should be latest 10.04, but you will need to go experimental on some games. That's what happens to me. Okay, got it. I recommend opening your browser and opening YouTube and opening your channel. That way you can copy paste people's recommended commands for terminal if you trust them. Wait. Oh, you mean, yeah, like going to the actual stream itself? Well, I don't know how many commands we're gonna have to, but that is a good idea. Let's see. Let's go. Can I watch my own stream without being logged in? Oh my god. I just butchered that up. Nerd on a budget. So you're saying if I trust the person, which there are people in the chat that I trust, I can look at the chat. Okay, so now we have the chat here. I can even pop out chat and close the stream so that we're not, I don't know, using bandwidth or something. Oh crap, I closed the browser with for getting KDE as well. Okay, I'm just assuming I need to just update all of this, right? So we're going pretty good. Man, God of War is going to take 30 minutes even at this speed. Sure. We'll use local mirrors for faster. What? Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to see what all this is. Why does it have me in the UK? Sure. Okay. When is LAN party video coming out? Probably not gonna be in February, unfortunately. March. We aim for March. But just know that I am sitting on the footage and it is there. Okay? Also, LAN barely happened in December. It hasn't even been 2 months yet. So I'm still not late per usual LAN footage or LAN video release versus when LAN happened. We're not even 2 months from when LAN happened. But yes, I am thinking about LAN every single day. I'm like, man, every single stream before stream, I'm like, people are gonna ask about the LAN party video. I know it, but keep on pestering me. I don't mind it because I do need to get it out. Wait for the mirrors to populate and select by the fastest one. I mean, is this gonna make what is going on? Is this supposed to take that long? What it seemed what as they were populating, it looked like it was going in descending order, but you're saying I should have waited for it to populate that whole list? You're right. I was being impatient because since it's already 6:30. Okay, we got the drive in. We're installing bigger games now. Except these games are so freaking big. It's gonna take a while. Uh, Here, let me open this. Why did that just close? I middle clicked it because in Windows that opens up a new Windows usually. Okay. In terms of getting KDE Plasma, okay, what is that? That's that app store again. What the word? Software manager. There it was. Do I get KDE through this? Actually, it looks like sudo apt install KDE full on Mint. I don't even know what that means. It's wait, sudo. Is that the terminal thing? Or do I type in KDE here? Plasma tube. Nope. It says installation. To install KDE, open your terminal. Yes, sudo apt, blah, 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 desktop for, okay, for Arch. I'm guessing we're more similar to... I mean, I can get the commands from here too, without the chat window. I guess... Does any of this stuff require restarting? Is it going to force me to restart? As I'm trying to do other things with the updating and all that as well. I'm going to install all these, cannot proceed, because probably we are still in here updating the cache for some reason. Yeah, okay, so yeah, Google AI to the rescue. I was not trying to cheat and use Google AI. I just typed in KDE Plasma and boom, it already threw it in my face. It's been listening to us. Do it for both base and main mirrors. Okay, but what is going on right? Is this supposed to... Oh, we're good. Okay, so you said let it do its thing, which... Okay, you're saying... I'm... See, if it's just going to get slower and slower, that's kind of why I chose the first options. Are we pretty confident that no other one down here? Yeah, and then we're gonna get into Canada. I think we're pretty good on selecting this one, huh? And this one isn't even a mirror. This is the official. So was it already at that? Let me look at it. This one's on in Arizona. Okay, let me run this one. If it's it's gonna be the same. Like I'm feeling somewhat confident that none of the ones that are following up is gonna be this fast. Okay, I think we're good with the Arizona mirror, yes. Or we think something's gonna pop up. Okay, Midwest, New York. I mean, is there Seattle or something on here? U.S. Phoenix. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good on here, which I already had. Okay, so I gotta update the app cache because we did change it to the Fastly Linux Mint servers, I guess. The reason it's taking this time is because you're downloading the games on Steam. Good, actually, good point. Though I would think the scaling should be similar, right? Like if it's going slower or if it was showing slower speeds there, I don't really foresee what like any of the other mirrors being faster if okay, that I can do on my own time. I don't want to waste too much time on this because I want to get this installed, but we have 23 minutes left. Bro, come on. This needs to hurry up. I recommend doing KDE later. It's just a desktop environment, your distro. Yeah. Adding the drive. Let me see what the updates are doing. Now I can install these updates. Is in general, and we'll see, but I'm just asking you guys because we're gonna wait around anyways. You know, every time you do a Windows update, it seems like it wants to ask you to restart your computer. Like, I mean, it's only been a week, and there was, you know, I don't know, it looked like 20 different things that came up on this list. Does Linux, when you do install updates, is it very similar where like a lot of the times it will also ask you to restart your computer? Mm-mm. If you're updating the kernel, I guess, oh, I can't scroll down anymore. So language pack, mint, common, scripts. Well, look, like you're saying the kernel, I guess, would it be pretty obvious? Can I? Yeah, I can't scroll down, dang. Um, pre- Prepare to go down a rabbit hole? No. I do not have the time to do it on my own personal time. The girls keep me occupied enough, and the channel, doing other stuff for the channel, keeps me occupied already. I do enjoy doing it on the stream, though. This has been very fun. I mean, so aside from that, it's just like Windows. You don't have to update it right away. You can defer it, but you should restart. Danny, I think I'm having extra fun because I'm doing it with you guys. Obviously, if I'm doing this on my own, it would be way more boring because I wouldn't be talking to anybody, and I would just be like googling things, looking back at my screen, googling things. You know, that this is much more fun as a communal thing, and I hope you guys have fun chatting amongst yourself as well as seeing me mess up royally on things. Dads don't use Linux law. I can attest to this. No, I'm sure there are plenty of dads that use Linux. Are you kidding me? Every content creator who's a dad that does this kind of stuff. I just want to see you launch a game. Oh, we launched that last time, but we can do it this time too. Okay, let me check again. Because sometimes Windows be like, you know, hey, here's all your updates. Then you look for it again, and then there's more updates that pop up. Okay, refresh. Let's see if there's anything else that pops up. Can I view the log, the history, history of updates? All right, what did we just put on here? Let's take a look. It didn't prompt me to restart, so I'm assuming we're good. Package, mint common, mint report. So if it was a kernel level thing, would it specifically spell that out? Because like when I look at it, say like, let's see. Does anything look like it's kernel level updates here? I guess not. Yeah, I mean, I guess not. Well, what is this? Lib X11 2 let's see, libglib 2.0 data. Like is it going to spell out specifically and say the word kernel in the update name, or what should I be looking for to see if something is a kernel level update? Linux headers or Linux kernel? Okay, headers. Did you say anything on here on headers that we installed last week? Headers. Doesn't look like it. Okay, but be on the lookout for headers. I'm gonna forget this by next week. By the way, it's just one of those things where you have to like get stare at a bunch. Um, you can get Bazite during your installation and select KDE Plasma version 6 flavors. It'll be much more supported and easier than installing it to Mint. You can get Bazite during your installation and select the KDE Plasma version. Okay. So we're good on updates. Oh, someone had mentioned. All right, what's the best resource monitoring tool that you guys know of in Linux? I'm just gonna do a general search, but think of MSI Afterburner with overlays and stuff, because I want to do the same thing on when we game here in Linux, so we can monitor frame times, 1% lows, stuff like that. Also, but resource monitor. I mean, I would assume this resource monitor. Someone earlier, it might have been Birdcage, it might have been someone else, said I should get a resource monitor just to see how much like RAM and CPU usage and stuff we're using. First of all, does Mint do that at all? You know how like in Windows you can go to Task Manager, then you can look at performance, and then you look at like CPU utilization, GPU utilization, network, RAM usage. Can we, let me see, resource software sources. I don't think that's it, but like is there anything before we install it similar to Task Manager that does that in Linux? Because me right clicking on the taskbar down here expecting it to be like Windows, I'm not seeing it. Troubleshoot, restart sim. Nope, that's not what we're gonna do. It has a system monitor. That's what I'm trying to find. Monitor. Oh, system monitor. Here we go. Okay, so we don't need a resource monitor. Let's take a look at what the system is doing. Resources. CPU. Does it tell you the name of the CPU? Because somebody asked that earlier and I didn't remember the top off my head about system information. So for the person who asked, we're on a Xeon 2135. We have the RX 580, 4 gigabyte, and 32 gigs of RAM. That's the specs of the system. I knew most of it. I just didn't remember the Xeon. Here's the system monitor. Oh man, this is kind of pretty. I like these multicolor for each core. So core utilization, memory, we're sitting at what, like 5 gigs about. Network is, wait, what? 28. Aren't we downloading at like, oh, this is megabytes. That's why. Okay. And then disk activity. The problem with KDE on Mint is it's not officially supported flavor, while KDE is supported through. Wait, supported though officially on Vazite's KDE edition / flavor. KDE is not supported on Mint officially. Wait, am I reading this correctly? So we can't use, again, let me look back up KDE. if we just type in KDE, I need to stop middle clicking the browser because it closes the window instead of opening a new one. So KDE Linux. If we don't look for Plasma specifically, KDE is a free open source user operated focused operating system being built by KDE to include best implementation. So, okay, I feel really dumb right now because the way that, if I were just to read this page, right, the way that it explains it, it sounds like KDE is a distro in itself. And it might be, and not just a visual, like, GUI environment layer. Wait. It says it's a whole ass operating system. So, okay. Can we explain it like I'm 5 again? Or maybe explain it like I'm 4 because I'm dumber. KDE Neon is a distro. They are making a distro. It's a desktop environment. KDE Linux is a distro. But Plasma... Okay, let me go to the Plasma page. Okay. KDE Plasma Desktop. Use Plasma to surf the web, keep in touch, call your friends. Okay, all that stuff. Yeah. Get Plasma for your device. Buy a device with Plasma. Plasma is a desktop. Environment? Should they have put the word environment there to make it less vague? It is a desktop. KDE is designed to be easy to use. Okay, yes. KDE, the Plasma launcher, which is, I'm very familiar. Like, I used to use Nova launcher on my phone, which is like, it changes the whole environment of your phone, but it wasn't like, it was, Android. Okay. So, okay, this kind of makes it make more sense. It definitely is not rocket science, but to a first time Linux user, it's definitely I think it could be explained a little bit better. But also, I feel like it's taking like a fire hose of information all at once, especially with people saying different things in the chat as well. But back to back to just if we're gonna install this or not. What's this with the compatibility with Linux Mint or not though? I I can Google it, but again, I'm trying not to Google if possible. KDE Linux is a distro. KDE Plasma is the desktop environment that uses KDE Linux is based on. KDE Plasma can be used on other distros. Okay, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to change up what the desktop environment of Mint looks like. But someone earlier said it is not officially supported. Now, I don't think they would just, lie or make things up. But GNOME is another. Okay, yep. So now it's all coming together. So before all of this, I would hear people talk about GNOME and KDE Plasma and stuff like that. And I was like, what the hell are you guys talking about? This is like gibberish to me. But now it's all coming together. Okay, so GNOME is another one that I've actually heard people talk about previously. It's another example of a desktop environment that goes for a different feel. You can install KDE Plasma on top of any distro. Yep, KDE Neon is the distro. Yep, similar to like how Mint is a distro. Okay, so it's a skin, which is I did understand that earlier, but got a little bit confused when people tried to complain that KDE on Plasma or Plasma on KDE. Okay. Lact and Mango Hub. It's like MSI Afterburner. Let me check that out while let's see. Lact Mango Hub. I like the name. Mango. Okay. Is it just not over here? Wait, Evil, you said Mango HUD? Mango HUD or Hub? Neither of them pop up either way. And then you said Lact. Here we go. Should I just get Lact then? Oh, it's mango juice? I love mangoes, so we might get mango juice. Let me see this. Color load. Okay, hey, this actually looks like... I think I'm going with mango juice just because of the mangoes. 0 reviews? What's up with this? Do you guys get sketched out when you have to download an app on your phone that has 0 reviews? And you're like, is this some malware porn virus I'm about to get? Why does this have 0 reviews? Does it not tell us like how many installs it has and stuff? Bro. Here's a question. I'm not sure if this might have been answered before. Is pretty much everything from the software manager vetted and safe? Like, is there any chance of downloading bad malicious files if you use the official software manager? Remember, there's no viruses on Linux. It's only on Windows. It has 0 reviews because it works. Hey, some people leave review. Am I gonna leave the first review on this? Oh my goodness. Wait. Reviews. Yes, there's no... Click. I can add my own review. No, very slim chances, almost impossible. Lack is go overclocking and control fans. Yeah, but didn't someone else said lacked? You can also display overlay stuff, or is that not true? Only download stuff from FlatHub. Is that what everything on here is? Let me see. Test. FlatHub. Oh, okay. I am seeing things that are not FlatHub. Oh my god. I'm you guys. See, I'm learning so much, but I'm telling you, next week, if we go to install something, I'm gonna forget this fact, and I'm gonna start clicking on stuff that's not FlatHub. So make sure to catch me. But okay, it looks like yes, I do see a lot of FlatHub stuff on here. Okay. We can get both. Let's get lacked. Oh, did someone just leave a wait? No, that was the mango one. Works very nicely. Okay. We'll get both. I'm gonna install both. Okay. We'll get lax first, and I'll get the mango juice. The software manager pulls from the official repo. It is safe as it gets besides compiling from source. Lacti equals overclocking stuff. Mango HUD slash juice equals HUD. Oh, okay, got it. CPU X. Oh, that sounds. Oh yeah, I do like CPU Z. So CPU X, you say? CPU X. Got it. We're gonna only 4 reviews, guys. Guys, come on. Do your part. If a dev or whoever the heck programmed and created these things did a good job and it's a tool you use, go and leave them a review. Okay, we'll install this too. I'm out here advocating for these people. We get so used to everything being free and being made for us. We can't even do the bare minimum to leave reviews. Mango juice. Okay, we're gonna install this too. Okay. All the reviews and stars are on GitHub. True. Well, no. Let's take a look. I will challenge your claim. Okay. Lacked GitHub. Okay, Linux GPU configuration. Okay, 3.9k stars. Wait. I don't use GitHub. I mean, I've used GitHub, but not like in any serious way. I use it when I need to download the stuff that I need. Where are the is this the equivalent to the ratings? Because it doesn't look like the star. Like, this is so backwards from any reviews system that you've ever seen. Because if you're gonna list people, let me see. Lack is doing God's work. GitHub star. Yes, it's not like the star rating. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because when I looked at it, no, but people said the reviews are here. So where do we go see the reviews at? Are you talking about the comments that people leave? Where are those? Where there's the issues, but where is? You guys said they don't leave the reviews on the system or whatever, the software manager, because they leave it on GitHub. I'm challenging it. Where are these reviews that people leave for these developers? Think of GitHub stars as likes on YouTube. Oh, okay. So people who star it is basically as a thumbs up. Okay. Oh my god. So there is no like out of 5 star. That makes sense, but it's just so funny how they didn't just like, why not just use a thumbs up? That is like the universal either approve or disapprove. When you think the universal like rating system with stars is never ever usually 1 star or not star. It's usually out of like 5 stars or 10 stars or whatever. Okay. But we're having fun. So now GitHub doesn't have reviews. If anything, people are GitHub to complain and submit. Yeah, I know about the submitting issues thing, because I have on my fair share of things I've had to download. I've had to look at this, but yes, it is because it's a developer platform. The more stars, the more popular thing is. Well, actually, do they show the downloads as well? Because that's also an indicator of how popular something is, right? Usually, I'm not seeing anything that shows how many downloads. Maybe that's an intentional thing. But anyways, okay, we got all these things. Oh, where is it now? So we got LAC installed. We can open this up now. Do we wish to install the service? LAC service cannot be found. Okay, so it needs this. Okay, so we'll just get that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we're gonna have to remove this authentication. I think we're gonna have to go do whatever thing that you guys were mentioning before. This service was started. Please run LAC again. Okay. If you want to get an all-in-one monitor that can do a ton, it's called Stacer. Don't sleep on that one as a new user. Stacer. I'm just going to get everything. Stacer. Am I going to have to sudo this? Sup, Danny? Long time since I watched a stream. Keep up the good work. School, work, and fixing my cars kept me busy. What up, Retrovet? Glad to see you in the chat. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Long time no see. Glad you are doing well. Glad you are staying busy. That is a good thing. I'm always here. Just whenever you want to pop in, but you know, everyone gotta live their own lives, do their own things. Glad to hear you're doing well, but glad to see you stop in. I really do appreciate it. Click the version. It will take you to the download. Why I keep on middle clicking. I need to get out of that habit because I think I can probably right click, open a new window. Yeah, I can. You know, every time I use GitHub, it takes me like forever to find where the actual download is. For this one, let me see. Let me see. I can figure it out. I just downloaded something from GitHub not too long ago. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't want to use these links. I want to be able to find it from up here. Where is it? Here's the releases. Here's the version. Wait, you guys just said click on the version and it should have the downloads. So here's all the files to download. Or here, not the versions, but the actual files. No, I didn't want to actually download it. I was just seeing if it would go through another level. Hey, here's a thumbs up. 29 people reacted to this. Where's the download count? We have no lives. We live vicariously through you, Danny. No. You have lives. I hope the monitors are treating you well, Ken. Wait till he sees it's usually not a double click to install. I know. We talked about the double click thing the last stream. I will probably just through muscle memory always do that. Linux is becoming like oh god, who art in the mailing list, forgive me, Windows. Sometimes a good old restart fixes things. Him wanting to figure it out by himself is the most heartwarming thing. That's the thing. We all take it for granted, but it is. I always talk about this with PC building. You forget how much you learn and how familiar you get with something when you've been doing it for so long. And even the first time you learn something, within the first month, that's like where the most wealth of the knowledge is had. If you had to go back and reset your knowledge of anything PC building, Linux, even Windows, like it would take you a while to click around to get to stuff. So that's why, like, I don't have the opportunity to actually do that too much, at least, and document it. So I am very much appreciating doing this for the first time, but I'm still not seeing the download counts. Whoever said once you click on the version number, unless I am blind, let me see, Control F, download. There's no download counter. I'm just trying to pass time while we wait for. Oh, God of War finished. We got God of War. Where's my controller? But we need to get the overlays to work. This is the goal before the end of the stream. But it's bath night for the girls tonight, so we gotta hurry. It's already 6:53. We need to get. Okay, what was the $2 super chat, Ken? I appreciate you. Thank you. Hope you're just doing well in general, friend. And Mango HUD is the actual performance overlay. Well, Mango Juice is used. Okay, I need to get both of them. Mango. What's going on? Mango. So I got Mango Juice. Where's Mango HUD? Do I gotta? Is it called Goverlay? Easily configure Mango HUD? No, this is something else. Do I gotta sudo this thing? Ah, I'm gonna have to. Let me see. If I just type in sudo Mango HUD, sudo Mango HUD mint. Come on, Google AI. You can install and run Mango HUD Mint. Install it via sudo apt install Mango HUD. Okay. Here we go. See, I'm picking up on things, right? Can I just do it right here? Or do I gotta like go into something first? Password. Look, I'm learning. I am evolving. I just installed something via the terminal. Wait, what? Okay, yes. We should be good, right? I think we good. I think we good. We think we good. We good. Okay, so Mango. Nope, I don't see it yet. I think it. Yeah, so we have installed. So we should be good on that front. Yes, Sudowoodo, the tree who is actually a rock type from Pokemon Second Generation. That's the first thing I always think of when I hear Sudowoodo. Okay, so where's Mango HUD now though? So I got all that stuff. Let's open up Mango Juice as well. We're trying to fly through this because it's bath night and okay, load GPU load, VRAM, core for yeah, everything. We want no. Yeah, we want it all. We want the screen to be filled with stuff. I don't care too much about okay, fine. We'll do CPU too. Is there not a select all button? Guys, we're enabling every metric we can get out of this program. I did not see a select. Oh wait, what's going on? Colored course diagram. Why load for core? Oh, load or color course? Nah, we'll go by text. Virtual memory. Okay. Visual. Okay. So where is the Mango HUD? You mean Goverlay? Mango already installed. No. So I have. You guys said something about Mango HUD being separate, didn't you? Mango. And we did just get the Mango HUD, or is it a part? Do I have to get that Goverlay thing, program? So we got just installed lacked and trying to activate overclock. It's prompting me to restart. Go to applications. Wait, yeah. Are you talking about the You're not talking about the system. Wait, no. Okay, when you say go to applications, all applications, and you said Mango should be in Mango HUD should be in here. I see Mango Juice. I don't see Mango HUD. Do I have to restart? Mango HUD is the backend. Mango Juice is the GUI. Okay. Okay. We got it. We got it. Did we really need Mango HUD then? What would Mango Juice have been if we did not install Mango HUD? We're going into God of War, baby. Demanding AAA game. Unlike Valheim, which we did last time. I did search for it from the start menu. Did you? You didn't see me typing in Mango HUD? Only Mango Juice came up, but I think someone else just cleared it up. It's because there's no actual application called Mango HUD. It's just it's stuff that Mango Juice uses, is what I'm assuming. But it sounded like people were telling me specifically to use Mango HUD earlier, so I might have misinterpreted it. Am I gonna have to pause God of War? Oh, running install script. Okay, it's still doing stuff. Yeah, I saw the Goverlay thing earlier. I think I'm gonna end up grabbing that because it looks like it might be useful. Well, maybe I've been wrong all this time, but I thought Goverlay is the monitor and Mango HUD and Mango Juice are the overlay. Was I given bad info? I'm just kidding. I think with a lot of these things, it would be easy to mix one up for the other. It's not going to show Mango HUD in the menu. It will say Goverlay. Okay, I did find that earlier. I just didn't install it because that was not. I saw that it said easily configure Mango HUD and stuff. We'll get this too. We'll just get everything. We'll just install like 7 things at the same time, and What could go wrong? Come on, God of War. Let's get to it. Look up Gamers Hub app for Androids. Wait, what? Gamers Hub? You mean on Android? Like on Android, the phone? One second. My uncle texted me. Here, I will show you guys. My uncle found these pictures of me and my brother. If you guys can even see it. Oh, nope, you can't. But it was of us from child, if this would zoom in at all. And we're wearing like his clothes. So it's like gigantic on us. But okay, this is installing. Let's see. What's Goverlay? I don't know. It just seems like some program that makes it easy to configure Mango Juice and Mango HUD. Android or Android device in general. Okay, look up Gamers Hub. I've never even heard of this app. Gamers Hub. The goal is to get into God of War, get some. Okay, it is launching. No, it's still running install scripts. Microsoft VC redistributor. Okay, Game Hub. I'm not seeing Gamers Hub. I'm not seeing Gamers Hub at all. This is what I'm seeing, and nothing on this list says there's Game Hub, but no Gamers Hub. Maybe I need to do it in one word. Yeah, are you talking about Game Hub? That first one with 2.9 star average from, what is that? Guangzhou Chicken? What is that? What are we talking about here? Game Hub. Yeah, what is this? Play AAA titles anytime. AAA titles. It's hundreds of new Steam games. Indie games on your phone. What is this? Can you just use that Steam Link app or whatever to stream? Or is this like, what's it called? Or is this like not using your own computer to stream across your internet to play on your phone? Is this like, what is that? Like NVIDIA GeForce Now? Is this like remote gaming on like other servers and other PCs, not your own? Because why would you need this app if you're, because you can already do that with Steam with your own computer in your own home, which I have done. I have played games on my phone. It's like cloud gaming, no PC needed. Okay, so not even your own PC. Okay. If that's the case, something just happened. I don't know. That looks kind of sketch. Something about this app looks sketchy to me. The 2.9 star reviews does not help it out. PSPC error, SDK initialization. What the heck does this even mean? I can't even select it to copy and paste. Wait, if error persists, please report error message. Please run install PSPC SDK runtime.bat on first install or first uninstall PlayStation SDK. What? You guys can't even see this probably. How do I snippet this? It's your graphics driver. Didn't we determine I have the latest graphics driver last time? Are we okay, chat? Is the consensus that it is the graphics driver? We tried to, I thought we had the latest graphics card driver, and if one graphics driver revision breaks this in a week, because you don't always have to have the latest graphics card driver. You could use drivers from like a year ago. It's just, I mean, it might not be the most optimized, but it will still work. But what is actually going on here? Well, no. We did change it. SWO says told you LMAO. No, with God of War, I did switch it to the Proton compatibility. And remember, I uninstalled God of War partially way through the install. I went and changed the Proton compatibility and then went to reinstall it. Cyberpunk is the one that is not. That I didn't change the compatibility for beforehand because we're going to change it later and test it. So open the drivers. Let us see. Okay. Wait. What was that command you guys gave me? I wrote it on the notepad. It was here. It is. Y'all thought I was just gonna not take notes and do my homework? Ain't no way. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Why is it? All right. And then also last stream, we tried to update the drivers and basically nothing happened. And then someone, if I recall correctly, someone said there wasn't, even though there is a new driver available, it wasn't available to Mint or the same whatever kernel Mint uses yet. If I'm recalling correctly, whoever else was around here, refresh my memory. I'm not sure what that's about. It might be a workaround. I would assume it's Proton DB through an app called Linux Tricks. But incompatibility, what are you talking about? For God of War incompatibility, right now, if we go to properties, compatibility is Proton 1004. This was left on the entire time it installed. Also, this message does not. Wait, did the message go away? Where did it go? Yeah, this. Can you guys even see this? Do I need to take is there a snipping tool that I can zoom in on this? Oh, screenshot. Selection. Is there an equivalent to MS Paint? So, drawing. Oh, no. No, stop that. Copy to clipboard. Let's see if this can scale it. Why is it not pasting? Copy to clipboard. Shouldn't I be able to paste? What is going on? Oh, you can see it? Okay. I just thought the font was too small, so I was trying to blow it up. Can I zoom in on here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, we're going to save it too, but... print screen should launch a snort. There it is. Yeah, okay, that's what I essentially did. Maybe try a different Proton version. Okay. See, this is what I tried to tell you. I mean, the compatibility not in the specific game, but in the Steam default. Wait, did we not mess with that last time? Let me take a look. Compatibility. Oh, 904. That's what we did. You're right. That is what we did last time. That's where the 904 was. We didn't do it on the game level. So do I gotta change? Okay. So let me guess. So we're gonna stop this. We're gonna go and see. Do we have to match compatibility versions? If I had to guess. And then all of a sudden it works. And then we rejoice and we are happy. Linux is just, every time Jason's gonna chime in, Linux is just so simple and just straightforward, man. It just works. Try GE. Oh, did we do on? Let me check Valheim again, because sorry guys, it's in between each stream. A lot of things goes on. Oh no, we did not do advanced commands last time on Valheim, for it to work. But let's just see if this. Nope, we still got the same error. Okay, where are we thinking the problem is? Personally, I always stick to Proton Experimental or a GE version. I mean, oh, what is this? Something went wrong about error report. No. Oh, this is just, that's just Sony trying to get information. This is what happened when you download a game, then tried to force launch through another driver. Bro, there's no way we're gonna be able to wait. Here's the thing. Cyberpunk is gonna finish in 5 minutes. We're gonna see. Cause you might be right, but other people had said that they didn't have a problem with that. So we're just having fun troubleshooting here and not playing games apparently. Let's let Cyberpunk do its thing. We'll see if it's on a game level or if it's on like the Steam level or what. But you said, what did you say to here? Where's the where did them pictures go to? Documents? No. Pictures? This was it. Now I can zoom in. This was the message, guys. Is this big enough for you? No, I'm kidding. Let's see. We couldn't see. No, we did see the whole thing. Please uninstall. Like, I mean, I can Google this. Sure. I will Google this while other people can tell me the answer quicker potentially. Like where would I even do this? Where would I install this bat file in Linux? So Linux Mint PSPC. Let's see how common of an issue this is. Try experimental because experimental is the latest updated version. Some old games has to be older Proton versions or won't work. God of War and Ragnarok is like what, 2023 or 2024? PC. God of War Ragnarok, and it came out in 2022. Not on PC though, right? On PC it was 2024. So yeah, it's not that old. Ask ChatGPT about it. I'm about to after this Google search. Oh, hey, look! Somebody. Oh, wait. This is this Windows? No, they're on Windows though. God of War Linux Gaming. Hey, this looks like a similar message to us on Reddit 1 year ago. Steam Deck equals one. What? In game launch options. Oh crap, that worked. Wait, Steam Deck. Yeah, what about not Steam Deck? I'm desperate enough. Steam Deck. Okay, what? I'm a bit late, found fixed this problem. Download this from GitHub, place it in the directory, put this command in the launch options. You'll still get the error, but the game will launch. People, this works. You, sir, are a gentleman and scholar. Approved. Okay, anyways, that seems to be the solution, but what were people saying? Okay, we're going to do this. We are going to try this. So we're going to try this Steam command without touching the... oh, wait, what? Why did this just pop up out of nowhere? Hello? Okay, we got it. Common redistributes. Get that too. Okay. Hurry up and finish Cyberpunk. 1 minute left. Indecline says Siri fire up and install a Linux distro I'ma never use. As well as I can play games on GameSir Game Hub faster than Linux distro. Unironically true. Oh man, Indecline. Actually, Jason, I don't know how for or anti Linux you are, or if you're just kind of making. I'm pretty sure you're just making fun of all the Linux bros who always talk about Linux as if it's like, super seamless to install and get running. Because I'm sure you appreciate it. You have an Unraid server, which is based on Linux, and I know you've dabbled in it as well, and you have a Steam Deck and that stuff. But for someone who is I guess somewhat more familiar than the average person with Linux. It is very funny, all your little comments about actually how not easy it is. I will have to download all the games again. Imagine living somewhere or having an internet service provider where you have a data cap. You just downloaded this almost like 200 gigabyte game, and then you're on the wrong Proton version compatibility or whatever. And you have to go and re-download the entire thing, and you have a 1 terabyte cap for the month. Otherwise, they're gonna charge you $50 every 100 gigabytes you go over, which is what Comcast has done. I don't know if they still do that or if they finally went unlimited data. But this would suck if that was the case. But this is not the case. Okay. Arc Raiders, whatever. I don't care if you finish. I'm gonna go and put these advanced options in. Okay. Wait, why do I have to do some Steam Deck weird workaround though? It says it works. You tried to install, you're right. I did install multiple things at the same time, but in 2026 on with the way that people talk about Linux, if you are really expecting the average person when they first get it up and running to only install one thing at a time and to not run into these problems, I don't know if that's realistic or not. Also, I don't mind trying to push this operating system and breaking it every chance we get because no one would talk about this stuff otherwise. On Windows, I always install like a bajillion things all at the same times. And this is not me glazing Windows. I'm just making the comparison because that's what I know. Okay, let me ask ChatGPT. Actually, I think I could paste the image into ChatGPT. Let me see if I could do this. Actually, let me just attach pictures. Okay. Hey, I am trying to play God of War Ragnarok on Steam on Linux Mint, but I get this error message. What do I do? What do I do, ChatGPT? Come on, Clanker. Jason says Linux has its use cases, and if you like it, use it. But people acting like it's so simple and easy to use that people who can't handle it are just stupid. That's not it. Yeah, that is true. I think. I mean, I've run into a number of pretty chill Linux users. But I have also run into the ones that just think like they are the far superior master race because they use it over Windows, and people who use Windows is beneath them. Yeah, I've seen some Linux users act away because people have never used it, don't figure it out, don't care to. Yeah. I really don't think the game downloads the Proton version. I don't know why he's saying that. It works as a translation. Yeah, I don't think the installation. Okay, let's see what it has to say. I don't think before or after should matter. And we're going to find out right now. Okay, what does it say? Means PlayStation SDK runtime, Sony's launcher runtime by the PC ports is not properly installed on inside your Proton/wine prefix. On Linux Mint, Steam plus Proton happens because the PC PSPS SDK runtime didn't install correctly. Okay, I mean you would just assume that it would have installed with the game, but maybe they didn't think about doing that. Okay, most reliable fix: go to compatibility, force the use of specific Steam Play. Select Proton Experimental. Close Steam all the way. Okay, we're going to try ChatGPT. And I don't know if you guys know my opinion of ChatGPT trying to troubleshoot Linux or Unraid or whatever the heck. Most of the time, ChatGPT will give you wrong answers until you keep on telling it, nope, nope, nope. And eventually it will guess the right answer. But we are going to do it right now. We are going to change this. People have said to go to experimental. We will do that. Compatibility. Proton Experimental. We're going to do it on the Steam level as well. Compatibility. Experimental. We're gonna restart it. Yes, I was gonna restart it anyways. It's already 7:20, guys. We are gonna. I think this might take a little bit longer to troubleshoot because it seems like even in chat, nobody is 100% certain they know what the answer or the fix is. Which is fine. And you know, a lot of things in computing is like this. But if Steam restarts and it doesn't work, we're gonna have to figure it out next time. Because please, can you just like stop downloading Arc Raiders already? Because I gotta go help give the girls a bath. But we're gonna see if this works. Linux makes you not be lazy and complacent because you have to work and learn as you go along. In other words, get off that lazy and complacent and make you do work so you can work the computer for you. I mean, that's one way to look at it, but you got to imagine like it's like people who buy pre-built PCs. If you talk down about people who buy pre-built PCs, people just need their tools to work for them because they have limited time and limited, you know, whatever. Like, I do not look down on people because they need their computer to work and don't have, you know, minutes to hours to days to weeks to troubleshoot stuff like this. I don't think it's being lazy to want your computer to work because this is a hobby. A hobby does not mean like, you know, oh, I have to like become an expert at something and at troubleshooting and fixing something. People's hobbies who are gaming is not the same as people whose hobbies who are like computing, PC building, or playing with different operating systems. Like, if someone wanted to game, would you not admit that this is a horrible experience to have? And you're like, you need to learn how to use it. It's like, bro, I got kids, I got a job, I got like freaking responsibilities, and you want me to waste like how much time to get this to work? Now, this is just me giving the counter argument, right? I'm fortunate enough to have this stream where I can dick around and quote unquote waste time, but not everyone is that fortunate. Like, for me, this is a learning experience, it's whatever, but not everyone is like that. Stop buying PC parts and building a PC. Make your own microchip manufacturer. Stop being lazy. Oh my god, the Arc Raiders. Okay, am I just gonna have to let's see. Cancel. Stop. Let me see if this closed properly. Exit Steam. Oh my goodness. Where's the task manager equivalent? Applets. Is that it? What? Where is? Oh, exit now. Thank goodness. Okay. Let me close out all this stuff. Okay. Yeah. We can minimize these things. All right. Steam completely closed out of. It is not completely closed out of. Come on, Steam. Hurry up and exit. What is the? How do I kill end task? Linux just flat out isn't super user friendly, unfortunately. I completely agree. It's fun if you are in IT or something and need it for your work. Even then, Windows is usually still significantly better. But if your stream time was your hobby time, you would not be wanting to put up with Linux. Was your hobby? Yes. No, I agree with you. Yeah, if I had limited time, I'd be like, no, screw this. I'm going back to Windows. Because this is only one game that we're running into problems with. We don't know if this is going to be more persistent because we're still at the beginning stages of this. Yeah, is it? Okay, so right clicking that did not work. System monitor, was it in here? Was it in one of the? Oh wait, I think Steam actually finally did close. Processes, okay. Let me make sure Steam's not on here at all. Steam. Okay, we're good. I don't see it on here. All right, we got the Steam reset. Maybe. I think it closed. I think we're fine. Thank you for the, what is it? You said type X kill, then click on the program you want to kill. I'm going to put that down in my notes. So say xkill, then click on program you want to kill. Then you can set that to a key binding like Alt F4. Is there not just a general Alt X4 that you can do with any program? I don't want to lock a specific kill command only to a program. Okay. All right. So we set the compatibility. Is validating. Okay. You gonna work? Is that all ChatGPT said to do? Okay, yeah, we did that. Delete. If that doesn't work, we delete the game's Proton prefix. Clean reset. This removes the Windows environment from the game, not your saves. Okay. We can do this in terminal. We will try this. This might be what SWO was talking about. Oh. Hey, looks like we got it to work, guys. But this was, I don't think the installation order matters, to be honest. I'm sure Cyberpunk is going to work now, too. I think it might have been the Steam reset that might have done it. Like all things, did you try turning it off and back on again? ChatGPT just told us to restart, which is funny because maybe someone in the chat did say to restart. I might have just missed it. But oh my god. Okay, we're gonna skip these Vulkan shaders. Sorry. We gotta get going. Come on. The thing you have to remember, most things in Linux, like if you go to the casino, the machines use Linux, Android use Linux, Roku, Fire TV, a lot of NAS and Wi-Fi routers. But I think so. Most of the things. Let's see. I guess at home, even though. Oh, what? No, we got the error again. This game, man. I'm gonna try this other thing because it seems pretty fast. Oh my god! Do not send. They said to go to terminal. Come on, ChatGPT. Yeah, I didn't do that thing that you guys said to do earlier. Sorry. All right, is that what it said? Okay. Are we even sure that was the directory? Does he even know? Let me see. Let me check. Compact data. No, it didn't because it wasn't on the primary drive probably. Okay. It's or I'm just going to delete it here. We're going to delete this. Move to trash. Okay. Remove the Windows environment. Okay. Delete that folder. Yep, we just did that. Okay. We try one more time. This is the last thing we try. Because again, I am out of time. We did not get to play on stream because I ran out of time. Like how most people in real life would rather run out of their free time when they have other commitments like their significant others and kids. Yeah, you shouldn't. No. Yeah, I don't trust ChatGPT at all. I've gone through enough troubleshooting to know that ChatGPT, it will throw everything at the wall till something sticks. I was just kind of, I had a moment of, all right, this is what we saw earlier. Maybe we just let the Vulkan shaders do their thing. But yeah, no, I had a moment of excitement if it were to work because I know from experience it usually never works the first time around. I would try yeah, I saw that one, but that's kind of an odd one making it like, so I'm assuming it might treat it like it's a Steam Deck, which is Linux based, so then it might like play nicely, but I don't know. Great thing about ChatGPT is you no longer have to depend on the obnoxious Linux tards in the forums. I have not heard that one yet. Nope, that one didn't work. All right, we're gonna try the we're gonna try this one. But they also want me to get this so someone said to try this one. I don't think you need the quotes. I don't think you need the quotes. Where's the properties? Oh, wait. Wait, what? Did I paste that in there earlier? I did not remember pasting that in there earlier. I thought we were trying it without, but I'm going to try that one. You could turn off processing Vulkan shaders. It's not necessary. Your AMD, okay, does not support features to play. However, yeah, whatever. This should work. We're in. The Steam Deck thing worked. Maybe. Stop trying to get me to register for stuff. PlayStation. Stop it right now. We did it. We have conquered Linux. I think. Let's see. You do need quotes. Also, what version of Proton? It looks like I don't need quotes because it just worked. Waiting for response for the authentication server. Come on, come on. Why is it 10 FPS? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's because we didn't let the shaders load. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Someone mentioned, okay, firewall stuff. I don't believe we talked about firewalls previously with Linux. I don't, I'm surprised. I think you are the only person who mentioned it, watery events. So regarding firewall, why did nobody else urge me to enable it? The first thing. Vulkan processing shaders is only if you don't have enough VRAM. Yeah, we don't have enough VRAM. We have 4 gigabytes. This game wants 6. And the GPU is not that powerful. It is almost 10-year-old graphics card. No. It in Windows it still works. Did you guys not watch my newest video? I played God of War Ragnarok on a 3 gigabyte GTX 1060. I'm expecting it to work here. Also, why is hello? Really? This authenticate? Is that what that PlayStation pop-up was? We are so close, guys. I can taste it. PC. I shouldn't have to yeah. I don't need to register for this bullcrap. But what is stopping it from authenticating with the servers to let me play? Can I play in offline mode? Is that a thing I can do? Search firewall. It's not on by default. Got it. Crap. Firewall. I think the computer is slowing down quite a bit because God of War is taking up all the resources. Firewall. Come on. Yep, it is slowing down. And me clicking around probably isn't helping it. Okay, I'm going to close out of God of War. Oh, wait. Oh? Wait. I could have just skipped authentication? Jeez. Okay. We're in. Yeah. Usually, yeah, that's all fine. That's all fine. I'm trying to turn on the firewall though. Firewall. It's not on by default, you said. Okay, getting started. Why would they not enable it by default? especially for something like Mint. I could understand like the more advanced distros. Do they just assume all Linux users want full control and power and to be able to do everything? So turn on. Wait up. This is, oh my goodness. The computer is being slow because of God of War. This is it. This Linux experience gave me an aneurysm. At least we technically still got in the game. You're right. We are in it. Click status is all you have to do. If your home network has a firewall, you don't need it on your PCs. All right. Again, I'm not an IT guy. I'm pretty sure our router has a firewall, but I guess does it hurt to double up? Allow full data collection. No, stop it. Stop. Okay, we're okay. We're actually in here, and this is not looking too hot. But maybe changing to FSR might help. Go back. Come on. We're gonna go to. There we go. Look at that FPS jump up. Performance mode, baby. 60 FPS in the menus. We got 60 FPS up here. Let me let these shaders compile real quick. Maybe drop one number in Proton. No. I think I had to play also. We'll see once we get actually in the game. I'm gonna let the shaders finish compiling. It's down here. It's right here. Let me do that real quick. GPU at 100%, and we're in the menus. No, it's only at like 55%. Yeah, and I think VSync was on, because why is it floating exactly at 60? VSync, we will turn you off. Heck yeah, look at that. Over 60 FPS in the menus. We are doing it. If these shaders, though. Worst part about trying to game on older hardware that can still run games is compiling these freaking shaders that actually require modern CPUs to do at a normal rate. Because otherwise, it is slow as balls. What are we doing? I daily it. We are just messing around with Linux Mint for now. We'll try other distros. But we're just seeing, how easy or difficult it actually is in real time versus Windows. Just because this is my first time ever messing around with Linux. That is what we're doing. Yeah, I think it was just the I mean, I don't know what it would have been on Windows side. On Windows, it might have been like low FPS too, as well in the menus. What CPU is this? Let's play around while we wait for this. The mango stuff. How come the mango things aren't showing up? Let's see. Go overlay. We'll close this so that we don't have any RAM being wasted on tabs. So, okay, here we go. Mango HUD. Full. Save. Did that change anything? No, it didn't. So what we're looking at right now is Steam overlay. How do I enable this? Metrics. Okay, everything is on. CPU okay, I have to put that on myself. Everything shows it's on. Oh, do I have to put it at Mango Hunt in the launch options? Okay, good call. See, again, sorry, it's my Windows brain. Whenever I turn on MSI Afterburner with Riva Tuner, I don't gotta go and put it into the launch options of every single game. And I understand Linux, because not everything was built for Linux, but say Mango HUD launch command Steam. So we try this thing. Am I gonna have to restart the damn game? Dang it. Yeah, I think I have to restart. I don't think it just ends up working. Actually, do I even need the second command? What's the separator? Is it a comma? Don't add it to the end. Don't add what to the end? You have to put the gover. I gotta do the goverlay as well? Okay. Let me look that up. Do I need it to have command after every single one? And I'm assuming it's a comma separator. There's just one command at the end of the entire string. Got it. Got it. Like this. Oh wait, why did it go Mango Hut again? Didn't I just... Didn't I just copy and paste wherever the go... Oh my god. Oh no, Goverlay is... Wait, Goverlay... Oh, it's just Mango Hut. There's no Goverlay. According to Gemini. Yeah, it's just Mango Hut. I didn't even look at what I was copying and pasting. I just copied and pasted it, assuming it's a Goverlay. Did he answer the question about the CPU? It's here, system information. The CPU is the Xeon W2135. It is a ThinkStation P520 tower. Okay, we're in. Let's see it. What's up? Wrapping up. Mango Head will not work until you reboot. All right, no, I'm not gonna reboot. We can't. We're already 40 minutes past 7 p.m. We got it working. All right, what are we looking at here? 100 FPS. If I lock it, it will probably run a lot smoother. Let me turn on VSync because I only have a 60, what's it called? A 60 hertz portable monitor anyways. We're in. Okay, here's what we'll do. Next time we'll play with Mango HUD. We finally got this working. I just want to go around and do some stuff right now. It's running. Linux is the future of PC gaming. We're in. Like Flynn, baby. Oh, we just had a stutter there. That was a pretty noticeable one. I'm not sure if you saw it on your end. All right, let's fight some stuff. Oops. All right, let's go. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at... Pretty... Oh, no, we just had some frame dips. I'm sure we could mess with the settings and stuff to... what's it called? Make it a smoother experience. But, hey, this is pretty good. Oh, no. Oh, boy. We just had some frame drops right there. I'm not sure how well it's translating for you guys over the capture card to the stream. Can you tell when, like, the frames are dropping pretty noticeably? Like, it feels almost like slow motion mode. Boy. Ugh. Nah. Shoot the thing with your arrows, girl. Yo, where's my axe at? Wait, no. Where's the axe? There you go. Bah! Okay. I think we're good. We got God of War to run. We can play around with the on-screen overlay and HUD and stuff later, next week's stream, as well as do some other stuff. Okay. Did no PS5 based on Linux? I'm not sure I was aware of that. Chat, we did it. So there? Oh, Alt F4 does just work. I thought you said I had to do something, or for some reason I was under the assumption Alt F4 did not work. But hey, look, the Steam command works. Whatever the heck that was. Steam Deck Steam Deck equals 1. I'm assuming we just told it that we are playing from a Steam Deck, which Steam OS is Linux based, and then it just works. Hey, I'll take it. Thank you. Sorry, I know. I remember you were talking about the firewall, but also chat. Like you guys got to remember. Not only am I trying to do stuff on the computer at the same time, but when I'm looking at chat, when I look at this, I don't see every message for the most part. Oh my goodness, who is yelling? Yeah, so I miss messages all the time. But thank you for being persistent about it, and I apologize it took me that long to finally enable the firewall. Yeah. Let's see. It's running. No, you just need to restart the game. You have to reboot. I installed it and beat it on Windows, but at least it's running. Amusingly enough, this is one of the harder ways to Linux game. Mint is Debian based and has older kernel and Mesa and all that. I'm on Fedora and it's easier in there than Windows. I think so. I didn't. You're right. Like you're saying, if you're trying to game or harder ways to Linux game, the reason I installed Mint was because it was voted for by the chat itself, but also because outside of Linux gaming, I was told that just the overall distro was just good for just overall usage, not just gaming, right? We will be installing Bazite at some point, and I guess we can. Fedora didn't make the list, but I think I don't know. Are there people who just use their computer only for gaming? I don't know of many people who do that. Most people I know do other things on the computer too, whether it be to browse the web, write emails, and pay bills. Do all that kind of stuff. I don't know of many people who all they do is hop on their computer to just turn on, go on Steam or whatever other launcher and play games. So Mint, I think, is a good representative, like, for a Linux distro for doing everything. And it's beginner friendly, as we saw from the list and as many people recommended. That isn't saying Linux Mint is bad at all. I use Fedora and Mint on my life. Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. That it just happens that Fedora. Well, I guess Fedora you could probably use for other non-gaming stuff that well, or pretty well as, and it would work well too. Hey, what's up, Drew Bop? Fedora is the upstream distro to Red Hat Enterprise Linux, which is owned by IBM. I'm on Nobara, so Fedora as well. Law. I use Nix OS for everything. Bazite is based on Fedora. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, this stream has convinced me there is benefit for Linux if Windows dies and all normies come to Linux. From here on out, I will be a Linux hater and a Windows shill. Thank you for the yeah. Thanks for popping in as always, Damelin. I appreciate it. A few games require random stuff like that. I'm gonna install more games, right? So we got God of War, we got Cyberpunk. I like horror. Oh man, we are gonna be out of space. Like 122 gigs. This is all we can fit. Now we can only fit indie titles after we get Horizon on here. But next time we're gonna get the overlays working. Remind me if I forget, because I always forget. I'm like, what the hell did we say we were gonna do last stream? We'll try to get the mango juice, mango HUD, overlay, all that stuff working, and we're gonna try other AAA games to see if we have to do any weird workarounds or if we get error messages. But I think so far in these past two streams, we've run into problems, we've troubleshooted, we've worked them out, and I've been having fun. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate you being here. Sometimes I wonder, like, why in the hell would anyone tune in to watch me just dick around on an operating system? But you guys are here, and I appreciate it, and we have a good time. Linux is actually awesome, just more annoying for gaming. I mean, I'm seeing and living it right now. So I just wish Oh my goodness, somebody is going crazy upstairs. It is definitely bath time. But I just wish whenever people talked about Linux, they were more like honest and transparent about it. Like people who just say it's easy and anyone can do it, I do not believe that in the slightest. Though, and anyone who says that if you can't figure it out or if you can't make it work, you're just dumb, uh, then I just think you're an elitist and probably an asshole. So you're probably not the type of people I would surround myself in my normal circle of friends. That's not to call anyone else in the chat specifically that, because I know it's just the chat. We have fun and all that stuff. But seriously, like you can't assume that everyone operates on the same level as you do or as the typical Linux user does. And if you're trying to win people over to using your operating system or, you know, so to get away from Windows, you don't win them over by being a complete asshole about it, right? I can speak from someone who has played a butt ton of games on Linux and more of them work with one click, no problem. I just got done beating Horizon Zero Dawn and playing. Okay, no issues. That means when we get to Forbidden West next week, it should be good to go. So that's good. And I'm curious to see Cyberpunk as well. Next time, check out Proton DB. Oh yeah, you guys talked about that last time. It basically is the database of what works and what doesn't. Actually, we can do that. I know I gotta go right now, but shh. Let's look at Proton DB God of War. Ragnarok. Okay, Proton DB. What does it say about it? Works well after tinkering. Bam. You know what? We should have gone here first things first. I totally forgot about it. And if somebody brought it up during the chat, while we were messing around, yeah, because it tells you right here. Works. This is transparent. This is what I'm looking for. It says after tinkering. It spells it out for you. Awesome. Okay, I need to remember. I'm going to put it in my notes just so that I can see it over and over again. Proton DB. Proton DB. Proton DB for compatibility and troubleshooting. Oh my god, I just totally messed it up. This keyboard sucks. Okay. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. You better go before you're in the top. No, I'm fine. Shh. Make sure to filter your distro because Catchios is known for tinkering. Okay, gotcha. Very good. Yeah, Linux is a special machine in my eyes. You can tailor it to be great at road racing, hill climb, but most drive a Camry for user experience. That's a good way to put it. The thing is that it is a completely different system than Windows, and most people have been using Windows for years. Yeah, I've been using Windows since I was like 7 or 8 years old. So we're talking like 30 years by this point, right? It's really, really hard to untrain that muscle memory. And even though Windows has changed throughout the years from like 95 to 98 to ME to XP to Vista and all that stuff, for the most part, like it was a gradual change each step. So you were able to pick up on it, but things like, you know, the taskbar, the task manager, all that stuff remained relatively the same over the years. So, um, and installing games and them just working on Windows for the last 30 years. Maybe I wasn't gaming when I was like right at 7 years old, but like I've definitely been gaming on Windows for at least 25 years. And just having to double click an exe or put an install CD and it just works. Uh, that's definitely something that, you know, I think a lot of people who have been using Windows get used to. Proton DB is a place. Good. Okay, I would definitely check it out for sure. Anyone who wants the Camry of Linux, I install yeah, Ubuntu and Zorin were in the other recommendeds. We just went with Mint because that's what the was voted for. Yeah, that is true. Windows is embedded. I'm at an age where is it worth learning a new OS? Maybe one of these days where I have free time. It's about the free time thing. The older we get, unless you hit retirement age where you just have a bunch of free time because you just sit and chilling all day, most people who are working and have families and jobs and or all that stuff and other hobbies, right? Not everyone is only into PCs and gaming as a hobby. Most people are into multiple things. So you just do whatever works best with the time that you have. Check out Linux at this time is great because even though there's a lot of issues, a lot of stuff has been fixed. Even Adobe software is working now. Oh, do I need to install Adobe potentially? I'm gonna put that in the notes. I'm very curious to see that. Hey, Mike, Mike Berzone, glad to see you in chat. What's up? I think the people who were fortunate enough to be exposed at an early age, it's like totally different for them. You were exposed in Linux in 2002 at the same time around Windows 2000. Yeah. It's like a lot of things. Like I always told myself if I got into programming at a younger age, I probably would have pursued computer science or computer engineering, either or in college. But I did not touch programming at all. We didn't have it in my high school or middle school or anything growing up. So the first time I touched it was in college, and already I was way behind. I've told this story on stream before, but like I passed my first quarter, the first programming Java class that I took, but it was such a struggle, and I got like I think I passed with like a 3.2 out of a 4.0, but I knew like no way. The amount of time I had to put in on top of my other classes to scrape by barely over 3.0 were yeah, I switched majors so fast after that. But it's just something like yeah, if you've seen it years ago, then it hopefully could come more naturally if it's your thing. Me too, dude. Now I'm addicted to programming. I wish I could like the money if you have a programming degree versus a traditional engineering degree, such a wide gap. But my brain at that point in time, I was at 18 or 19 by that point. 18. Um, I wasn't wired for it. Maybe if I got introduced at an early age, I could have been, but nah, my brain didn't work like that. I still understand the basics of programming, uh, if and or else statements and stuff like that, but I forgot what tripped me up the most in Intro to Java. Gaming has always been the thing that kept me away from using Linux as a main, but it's certainly come a long way. Hopefully, Steam continues to push it. I mean, Steam OS and then Steam Machine coming out soon. Yeah, I hope the compatibility and support gets even better. I'm not sure if you guys could tell or not, but it's like I'm not a Linux hater at all. Every time I point out something that goes wrong or something, it's just for fun. I actually do want to learn and use a bunch of different distros, but we banter here on the stream. So, all right, we are 3 hours in the stream. You guys have kept me this long. I'm just kidding. I kept myself, but you guys, thanks for an awesome stream as always. I'm trying to get a video out this weekend. We'll see if I can make it or not. If not, then for sure the next weekend. But you guys can catch me in the Discord server. It should be down below. You guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week, and have a great weekend coming up. And yeah, I will catch you same time, same place next week as always here on YouTube Live, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I look forward to playing with Linux a bit more. But until then, you guys take it easy. Bye bye.